लाइव हियरिंग रो अपडेट कंटिन्यूअसली प्रोवाइड करूची जोटा कि आपण माने जानथिबे एसएसपी लेक्चर फायरमैन रो भी हियरिंग थिला सब किछि मो अपडेट आपको प्रोवाइड करूची। तेणु जहाँ भी अपडेट अच्छी सब किछि आपको प्रोवाइड आम चैनल द्वारा आपण माने पाई परिबे। किंतु ता पूर्व मु गोटे कथा आपण मानक कहि रखिया को चाहूची समस्त वीडियो को यथेष्ट मात्रा टिके शेयर वीडियो को लाइक और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब निश्चित भाव में करेंगे सो दैट एसएसपी लेक्चर जहाँ भी हियरिंग रिलेटेड अपडेट अच्छी आपण मानक सब किछि अपडेट मिल पार। आज केस कौन रिजल्ट रहा आउ केस केबे सुधा सॉर्ट आउट हो सब किछि आपण माने हम चैनल द्वारा पाई परिबे। तो प्रथमे मु कहि रखिया को चाहूची आपनकर एसएसपी लेक्चर सहित बिग प्रोटेस्ट भी आम करिया को जाउछु डिस्ट्रिक्ट कांस्टेबल और एसआई भाई। तो ता पूर्व मु कहि रखिया को चाहे आज केस रो अपडेट देखंतु केस रो अपडेट है आज मुझे आपण मानक प्रथमे जणे दउची। तो आगो को आमर बड़ धरण प्रोटेस्ट भी हम। तो 11 नंबर सीरियल रे वर्तमान हियरिंग चली जस्टिस 11 नंबर सीरियल रे आमर हियरिंग चली तापर आमर बहुत जल्दी एसएसपी टीजीटी लेक्चर हियरिंग भी हम किंतु सबू समय मु गोटे अपडेट आपण मानक दे दउची। तो देखो तो आज हियरिंग जहाँ भी रोची मु सब किछि आपण मानक प्रोवाइड करदेवी। तो वर्तमान समय रे 11 नंबर सीरियल शेष हो सारा तो बहुत जल्दी हियरिंग स्टार्ट हो जिवो। तो एसएसपी टीजीटी लेक्चर हियरिंग बहुत जल्दी स्टार्ट हम ता सहित पिला मानकर भी बिग प्रोटेस्ट आम करूँ जोटा कि सब पिला को अनुरोध करी जदि भी डिस्ट्रिक्ट कांस्टेबल एसआई पिला थे निश्चित भाव में लाइक करेंगे वीडियो को शेयर भी निश्चित भाव में करेंगे। काल ठार आमर काम सब स्टार्ट हो। निश्चित भाव में समस्त को आशा करी वॉइस क्लियर सुना जाउथबो टिके कमेंट कर देबे वॉइस जदि क्लियर सुना जाउची तो काइंडली समस्त को रिक्वेस्ट टिके वीडियो को टिके कमेंट करिवे वॉइस जदि क्लियर अछि म आपन को हियरिंग को नै जीवी सीधा सड़क एसएसपी टीजीटी लेक्चर। आज हियरिंग रे ऑलरेडी पिला माने भी आसी जाइछंती बहुत सारा पिला माने भी अछंती आपण माने चाहिले देखि परिबे। समस्त को अनुरोध करी समस्त टिके वीडियो को यथेष्ट मात्रा लाइक वीडियो को शेयर चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करिवे। एज रिलैक्सेशन उपर आम प्रोटेस्ट दिन बिग स्टेप नबू और समस्त को कहूँ लाइक करंतु वीडियो को जस्ट मात्रा रे आ एबे ब्रेक हो गला देखंतु ब्रेक हो गला मु आपन देखौची ब्रेक हो गला जज माने गले ब्रेक हो गला हैला ब्रेक हो गला तेणु वर्तमान आमे डिस्कसन करवा निश्चिंत भाव में आमर जहाँ भी रही पिलाମାନଙ୍କର क्वेश्चन ताकू नवा देखो बर्तमान ब्रेक हो गला एसएसपी टीजीटी लेक्चर आउ जहाँ भी केस थिला बर्तमान ब्रेक हो गला तो जेहेतु ब्रेक हो गला बर्तमान सेटा पेंडिंग रहिबो जिते पुणी ब्रेक खोल तापर आपण मानकर हियरिंग चलो तो पाखापाखि 2टा बेलू है 2टा बेलू आपन हियरिंग स्टार्ट हम तो गोटे सब पिला कही रखा चाहूँगी 11 नंबर सीरियल रही अच्छा डिस्ट्रिक्ट कांस्टेबल पिला केते जण अछंती टिके कमेंट करेंगे प्रोटेस्ट बाय डिस्ट्रिक्ट कांस्टेबल पिला कहीं जदि अछंती निश्चित भाव में कमेंट करूँ आम टे डिस्कसन करवा अधा घंटा आम हाथ में अच्छी डिस्ट्रिक्ट पुलिस आउ एसआई रिलेटेड कथा भी हवा आउ एसएसबी लेक्चर जो भाई मैंने अच्छा कही रखा चाहूँगी बर्तमान ब्रेक हो सो दैट सर वाईएसएफ वैकेंसी सर एज रिलैक्सेशन सुजग गिवन ड्यू टू कोरोना ठीक अच्छे हेमंत हुए किंतु मु चाहूँगी डिस्ट्रिक्ट पुलिस और वाईएसएफ 2टा जाक तो आम देखू डिस्ट्रिक्ट कांस्टेबल हेमंत कुमार अच्छा अच्छा मो कहूँ यह चाहूँगी आपड़ कौ डिस्ट्रिक्ट हेमंत कुमार देखु प्रोटेस्ट को आपण मानक बिना सपोर्ट रे किसी करहबनी तेणु आपण मानक आसवा पड़ो तेणु हेमंत कुमार आप कौ डिस्ट्रिक्ट मत कहतु कौन पाना मुझे नोट डाउन करी आपण मैंने समस्ते कौ कौ डिस्ट्रिक्ट पिला अच्छा प्रोटेस्ट को आम डिस्ट्रिक्ट लीडर ना भी शेयर करूँ सो दैट जोटा कि आमर प्रोटेस्ट बहुत फ्रुटफुल हम तो आपणकर डिस्ट्रिक्ट केवल डिस्ट्रिक्ट कहतु हाँ एसएसबी टीजीटी लेक्चर 11 नंबर सीरियल जाइए 20 नंबर सीरियल अच्छी मैक्सिमम चांसेस अच्छी आज एसएसबी टीजीटी लेक्चर सबकि ये माने सर्ट आउट हो देखु फास्ट कथा है प्रोटेस्ट से सक्सेसफुल हम जिते आपण मैंने समस्ते आमको सपोर्ट करेंगे तो आपण मैंने समस्त बिना सपोर्ट रे आम कि तेणु आमको आपण मानकर समस्त सपोर्ट दरकार आपण मैंने कौ कौ डिस्ट्रिक्ट सब आसवे से प्रेजेंट रे निश्चित भाव में आमको जनातु सो दैट आम कि गोटे स्टेप नहीं पारू गोटे सेकेंड मुझे गोटे खातार नोट डाउन करुच्ची कौ कौ डिस्ट्रिक्ट पिला पाखक आम पहुँची पारिचु आते पिला आसवे निश्चित भाव में आमको सबु प्रकार डिटेल्स आम पाखे रहा दरकार अच्छा हेमंत कुमार देखो ये पुरी जड़े भाई आम सहित अच्छा जी कि डिस्ट्रिक्ट कांस्टेबल प्रोटेस्ट रे आम सहित आसिक जोगदेवे तो हाँ एसएसबी टीजीटी पिला जो मैंने पचार केस विषय में बर्तमान लंच ब्रेक हो जाइए 2टा पर आपंकर पुणी थे स्टार्ट हम मुझे मो चैनल ही सबकि देखी है मो चैनल ही सबकि देखिपारे तो देखो हेमंत कुमार आमर पुरी भाई आसब तो कौन कौच हेमंत कुमार पुरी मु नोट डाउन करके रखिली पुरी आमर हेमंत कुमार अच्छा भाई आसब टे कमेंट करूँ भाई टे सब शेयर करदे ये वीडियोटा सो दैट आम पिला सहित अध घंटा कथा पार हाँ भाई अच्छा हेमंत कुमार आपणकर जदि नंबरटा देइथिबे मु कांटेक्ट करी सो दैट आपण पुरीर डिस्ट्रिक्ट लीडर मैंने आपन को मुझे कांटेक्ट करी आप नंबर जो लिखिपारे से आम कथा माने मु चाहूँगी कौन कहले आमर केते पिला आसुचंती सेटा जिनसटा मो दरकार टिके डाटा कहतु हेमंत कुमार जदि आपन फोन नंबर हो कि ईमेल आईडी हो किसी भी आपण पाखे अच्छी बर्तमान आप देवे सो दैट आम से दिन कथा कौन देखो से गोटे दिन मुझे आपको डाकुची 6 तारीख नेसेसरी पड़े 7 तारीख दिन 6 तारीख मेनली आमर प्रोटेस्ट रहिबो अच्छा मत कहतु शेयर करूँ भाई वीडियो को टे यथेष मात्रा ग्रुप गुड़ाक से भाई मु भुवनेश्वर पटिया अच्छा हेमंत कुमार होउचंती पुरीर डिस्ट्रिक्ट लीडर तो से रोचंती भुवनेश्वर पटिया ताले भुवनेश्वर पटिया रोचंती हेमंत कुमार तो हेमंत कुमार आमर पहुँचे अच्छा हेमंत हुए हाँ आमर हेमंत भुए भी आम सहित अच्छा अच्छा हेमंत भुए आपड़ कहतु कौ जगह रोचंती आ समस्ते लाइक करूँ वीडियो को यथेष मात्रा लाइक करूँ वीडियो को समस्ते लाइक करूँ आ एसएसबी लेक्चर बर्तमान लंच ब्रेक होती समस्ते टे लाइक करदे गोटे गोटे और शेयर कले बर्तमान आम कथा पिला सहित आसुँच समस्ते टे लाइक कर दिंतु वीडियो को वीडियो को टिके लाइक करूँ समस्ते आटलिस्ट मोर रिक्वेस्ट समस्ते टिके गोटे 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 लाइक करूँ सो दैट समस्त पाखु आउ शेयर करूँ सो दैट आम प्रोटेस्टा केमती सक्सेसफुल हम से जिनस आम अपडेट रोचु। अच्छा एज किए किए अच्छा मत कमेंट करूँ एज रिलैक्सेशन केते पिला अच्छा समस्ते टिके शेयर करूँ वीडियो को यथेष्ट मात्रा शेयर करूँ से दिन आम एका सागर गोटे स्टेप नहीं जावा। बलांगीर डिस्ट्रिक्ट अच्छा हेमंत भोई कहते बलांगीर हेमंत भोई आमर बलांगीर डिस्ट्रिक्टर हेमंत आपण नंबरटा टिके दिंतु बलांगीर डिस्ट्रिक्ट रु आपण आसवे डिस्ट्रिक्ट लीडर पर आपण को आम ये करूँ आसवे तो हेमंत आपण आगे आसवे ना नहीं मत आगे जनातु समस्ते टिके लाइक कर दिंतु भाई मैंने समस्ते टिके लाइक कर दिंतु वीडियो को समस्त पाखे पहुँचवा दरकार सर वी आर हियर माने बुझिपारे कौ जगार अच्छा आप कौ जगह रोच भुवनेश्वर रोच ना कौटी ना बलांगीर आसवे मत टिके जनातु सब पिला मानकु अनुरोध करी समस्ते टिके वीडियो को यथेष्ट मात्रा रे सांगसाथी मानकु शेयर करंतु कौन पाइना आमको वर्तमान डिस्ट्रिक्ट लीडर विषय टिके डिस्कसन करियार अछि और एसएसबी टीजीटी लेक्चर वर्तमान लंच ब्रेक होती दुईटा जगह लंच ब्रेक रही तेणु ये भितर मु फास्ट अध घंटा टिके डिस्ट्रिक्ट कांस्टेबल एसआई विषय कथा ही पारि कौन पाइना काली मु परमिशन पलि जी परमिशन नहीं आसला आपण मानकर आम परमिशन सहित प्रज्ञा भाई मु समस्ते वीडियो करूँ मत जल्दी जल्दी मेसेज करूँ सर आई एम फ्रॉम तमिलनाडु अच्छा अच्छा तमिलनाडु अच्छा हेमंत भाई ठीक अच्छे तमिलनाडु अच्छा अच्छा आउ किए रहिले आउ किए प्रोटेस्ट को आसवे निश्चित भाव में कमेंट देखो जो मैंने आसवे सतर सहित मेसेज करूँ और एमती ना कि आपण मैंने मेसेज करदे कि भाई आम जाऊँ देखला बेलू आपंकर देखा नथिबा बहुत भल हेनी तेणु आप जो मैंने आसवे केवल से पिला मुझे अनुरोध करी से मेसेज करूँ कहतु आउ किए आसवे निश्चित भाव में कमेंट करूँ आउ किए पिला आसबार अच्छी अरे 14 जन पिला देखुच टिके लाइक कर शेयर कर कम से कम वीडियोटा समस्त पाखे पहुँचू बर्तमान अध घंटे मुझे समय दूसरी आपण मानक कि प्रोटेस्ट रिगार्डिंग कौ पिला माने केते दूर आसवे से आमको जानिया निहाती दरकार भाई एसआई प्रोटेस्ट हम कि निश्चिंत भाव में एसआई एग्जाम डेट केमती हम शीघ्र बाहर भी प्रोटेस्ट हम आउ एसआई पिला माने निश्चिंत आसवे सब मोस्ट इम्पोर्टाट हूँ एसआई पिला मानकर आसवा हाँ एसआई पिला भी प्रोटेस्ट होदे एग्जाम डेट रिगार्डिंग जोटा कि जुलाई 6 तारिख में आम रखीचु अच्छा कहतु किए आसवे मत जनातु अरे समस्ते टिके लाइक कर 14 जन पिला देखुच टिके लाइक कर कौन पाइना वीडियो 17 जन आसिले आउ टिके जोड़ी हेले टिके समस्ते लाइक करूँ किए किए आसवे मत ये कमेंट करूँ निज डिटेल्स तापर मु देखु आपणकर एज रिलैक्सेशन मैटर भी से दिन सर्ट आउट आहरी जोड़ी हेले पिला प्लीज टिके लाइक करूँ मत कहतु केबे हम भाई 6 तारिख रे हम आम प्रोटेस्ट 6 जुलाई रे आमर प्रोटेस्ट रोची तो कौ मैंने आसवे निश्चिंत भाव में कमेंट करूँ एसएसबी कोर्ट केस कौन है महेश्वर महालिक एसएसबी कोर्ट केस हियरिंग 20 नंबर सीरियल अच्छी बर्तमान आपंकर 11 नंबर सीरियल शेष होती आउ 9टा केस पर आपंकर एसएसबी कोर्ट केस हियरिंग पड़ो दुईटारू पुणी एसएसबी कोर्ट केस हियरिंग स्टार्ट हम तेणु दुईटार आप आम चैनल रे ही लाइव देखिपारे जोड़ी रही था दुईटे आप आम हियरिंग स्टार्ट हम आम आपण को लाइव देखू है लोकेशन कौटी लोकेशन मुझे कहीदे लोयर पीएमजी पाखे हाथ में आसला बेलू गोटे छता नहीं आसवे आ पानी बोतल गोटे नहीं आसवे एतिकी आटलिस्ट आप गोटे गोटे पानी बोतल आ गोटे गोटे छता नहीं आसवे आमर गवर्नर को मीट करार प्लानिंग रोचे तेणु सब पिला अनुरोध करी गोटे गोटे लाइक निश्चिंत भाव में वीडियो करेंगे आउ कौ मैंने आसवे टे ना दिंतु कौ मैंने आसवे टे ना दिंतु निजर ओडिशा पुलिस एसआई एग्जाम डेट को लेकिन आउ डिस्ट्रिक्ट पुलिस नोटिफिकेशन को लेकिन आमर ये प्रोटेस्ट रोचे आउ कौ मैंने आसवे निश्चिंत भाव में ना दिंतु जल्दी ना दिंतु भाई मैंने कौ मैंने आसवे टे ना दिंतु निज निज ना टाकतु हाँ एससी कांस्टेबल पिला मानकर 5 वर्ष रिलैक्सेशन रोचे तापर जो मानकर एज होनी से कथा कहुच्छे एज रिलैक्सेशन टे लाइक करूँ समस्ते आम टे कथा हवा जे बर्तमान मु बहुत कम समय आसी ଆପଣ ମାନେ ସେୟାର କଲେ ତ ପିଲା ଜାଣିପାରିବେ। ବହୁତ ପିଲା ଜାଣିନଥିବେ ମୁଁ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଲାଇଭ୍ ଆସିଛି ବୋଲି। କ'ଣ ପାଇଁ ନା ଏଠି ଏସ୍ଏସ୍ବି ଲେକ୍ଚର ଇଏ ଦିଆଯାଉଛି। ସ୍ମୃତି ରଞ୍ଜନ ସାହୁ, ଆଚ୍ଛା ସ୍ମୃତି ରଞ୍ଜନ ଆସିବ ଟିକେ କହିଦେଲ। ସ୍ମୃତି ରଞ୍ଜନ ସାହୁ କେଉଁ ପ୍ଲେସ୍ରୁ ଆସିବ? ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ସ୍ମୃତି ରଞ୍ଜନ ସାହୁ ମୋ ସହିତ ଯୋଡ଼ି ହେଲେଣି। ସେ ଭାଇ ଆସିବେ କେଉଁ ଜାଗାରୁ ଆସିବେ ମୋତେ କୁହନ୍ତୁ? ଏସ୍ଆଇର ଏକ୍ଜାମ୍ ଆଉ ଡିଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ଟ ପୋଲିସର ନୋଟିଫିକେସନ୍ ଆଉ ଏଜ୍ ରିଲାକ୍ସେସନ୍, ଏଇ ତିନିଟା ହେଉଛି ମେନ୍ ମୁଦ୍ଦା କାମ ପାଇଁ ରହିବ। OISF ବି 11 ବର୍ଷ ହେଲା ଆସିନି। ସ୍ମୃତି ରଞ୍ଜନ ସାହୁ କେଉଁ ଜାଗାରୁ ଆସିବ? ମାନେ ତୁମର କେଉଁ ପ୍ଲେସ୍? 6 ତାରିଖରେ ଆମର ରହୁଛି ଷ୍ଟ୍ରାଇକ୍ ଲୋୟର PMG ପାଖରେ, କିନ୍ତୁ ତୁମେ ଆସିବ କେଉଁଠୁ? ମୋତେ କୁହ ତୁମର ମାନେ ତୁମେ ଡିଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ଟ କେଉଁଟା? ଡିଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ଟ ଆମର ଦରକାର। ଆମର ପ୍ରତି ଡିଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ଟରୁ କେତେ ପିଲା ଆସୁଛନ୍ତି ତା ଉପରେ ଫୋକସ୍ ରହୁଛି। ସ୍ମୃତି ରଞ୍ଜନ ସାହୁ ଟିକେ ପ୍ଲିଜ୍ ନିଜ ଡିଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ଟ ନାଁଟା କୁହନ୍ତୁ। ମୟୂରଭଞ୍ଜ, ଆଚ୍ଛା ମୟୂରଭଞ୍ଜର ଆମର ସେଦିନ ଆପଣମାନେ ଜାଣିଥିବେ ଆମର ପ୍ରଜ୍ଞା ଭାଇ ବି ଆସିବେ। ତେଣୁ ମୟୂରଭଞ୍ଜରୁ ସ୍ମୃତି ରଞ୍ଜନ ସାହୁ ଆସିବେ। ଭାଇ ଆସିବ ତ? ମୋତେ ଟିକେ କନଫର୍ମ କରାଅ ହେଲା। 6 ତାରିଖ ଦିନ ଆପଣମାନଙ୍କୁ ପ୍ରେଜେଣ୍ଟ ରହିବାକୁ ପଡ଼ିବ। 6 ତାରିଖ ଦିନ ନିଶ୍ଚିନ୍ତ ଭାବରେ ଆପଣମାନଙ୍କୁ ଆସିବାକୁ ପଡ଼ିବ। ରଶ୍ମି ପଚାରୁଛନ୍ତି ଭାଇ ଭଲ କି? ନିଶ୍ଚିତ ଭାବରେ ମୁଁ ଭଲ ଆଶା କରୁଛି ଆପଣମାନେ ଭଲରେ ଥିବେ। ଦେଖିବା ମୁଁ କହିବି ଆଉ ଟିକେ ଖାଲି ପରେ ଆଉ ନହେଲେ ସନ୍ଧ୍ୟାବେଳକୁ ଦେଖିବା ଆଉ। ହୁଁ ଟିକେ ପରେ ମୁଁ ଶୋଇପଡ଼, ଟିକେ ଖାଲି ଶୁଆ ହେଇଥାଉ ଉଠିଲେ। ଆଚ୍ଛା ଭାଇ SSP ଲେକ୍ଚର କେସ୍ ଆଜି ସଲ୍ଭ ହେଇପାରିବ କି? ଚାନ୍ସେସ୍ ଅଛି। SSP କେସ୍ର ସଲ୍ଭ ହେବାଟା ନେଇକି ଚାନ୍ସେସ୍ ଅଛି। ଯେହେତୁ ଏଇଟା ବହୁତ ପୁରୁଣା କେସ୍ ଆଉ ଜଜ୍ ରିଟାୟାର୍ଡ଼ କରିବେ 20 ତାରିଖରେ ହେଲା। ଜଜ୍ ଆମର 20 ତାରିଖରେ ରିଟାୟାର୍ଡ଼ କରିବେ। ନିଶ୍ଚିନ୍ତ ଭାବରେ ଚାନ୍ସେସ୍ ଅଛି SSP ଲେକ୍ଚର କେସ୍ ଆଜି ସର୍ଟ ଆଉଟ୍ ହେବାର ଚାନ୍ସେସ୍ ବହୁତ ଅଛି। ତ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ଅନୁରୋଧ କରିବି ଭିଡ଼ିଓକୁ ଟିକେ ଲାଇକ୍ କର, ଭିଡ଼ିଓକୁ ଟିକେ ସେୟାର କର, ଚ୍ୟାନେଲକୁ ଟିକେ ସବସ୍କ୍ରାଇବ୍ କର। ଆରେ ଭାଇମାନେ ପିଲାମାନଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ଏଇ ପ୍ରୋଟେଷ୍ଟ କରାଯାଉଛି। ଆଉ ଯଦି ପିଲା ନ ଆସିବେ ତାହେଲେ କିଛି ବି କରିହେବନି। ଆପଣମାନଙ୍କୁ ଅନୁରୋଧ କରାଯାଉଛି ସମସ୍ତେ ଟିକେ ଲାଇକ୍ କରନ୍ତୁ। ଆପଣଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ପରମିସନ୍ ଆଣିବା ପାଇଁ କାଲି ମୁଁ ଯିବି କି ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱର, କିନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣମାନେ କେତେ ପିଲା ଆସିବେ ମୋତେ ସେଇଠି ଡାଟା ଦେବାକୁ ପଡ଼ିବ। ବୁଝିପାରିଲେ ତ? ସମସ୍ତେ ଟିକେ ଲାଇକ୍ କରନ୍ତୁ, ଭିଡ଼ିଓକୁ ଟିକେ ସେୟାର କରନ୍ତୁ ଆଟଲିଷ୍ଟ ସାଙ୍ଗସାଥିମାନଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ। ଏବେ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ 2ଟା ଯାକେ ମୁଁ ଅଛି। ଆରାମସେ ଅଧଘଣ୍ଟେ ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ସହିତ କଥା ହେଇପାରିବି, ଡିସ୍କସନ୍ କରିପାରିବି। ତାପରେ SSP କେସ୍ର ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ ହେଇଯିବ 2ଟା ବେଳେ। ହଁ ଜେଟି ଜୁନିୟର ଟିଚର୍ ଆସିବାର ଅଛି। ଆଉ ତାପରେ ଜୁନିୟର ଏକ୍ଜିକ୍ୟୁଟିଭ୍ ଆସିଷ୍ଟାଣ୍ଟ ବି ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଆସିବ। ଆଉ ତାର ତ କ୍ୱାଲିଫିକେସନ୍ ଗ୍ରାଜୁଏସନ୍ ହେଇଯାଇଛି। ମୁଁ ମାନେ ହେଇଥିଲା ଅଲରେଡ଼ି ଆଗରୁ ଥିଲା, ସେଇଟା ହେଇସାରିଛି। ସମସ୍ତେ ଟିକେ ଲାଇକ୍ କରନ୍ତୁ ହେଲା। ଭିଡ଼ିଓକୁ ଲାଇକ୍ କରନ୍ତୁ। କାଲି ମୁଁ ପୋଲିସ ପରମିସନ୍ ଆଣିବା ପାଇଁ ଯିବି। ଆଉ ସମସ୍ତେ ସବୁଆଡ଼େ ସେୟାର କରନ୍ତୁ ଟିକେ। କାଲି ମୁଁ ପୋଲିସ ପରମିସନ୍ ପାଇଁ ଯାଉଛି, ଯେଉଁଟାକି ଆମର କ'ଣ ଡିଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ଟ ପୋଲିସର ନୋଟିଫିକେସନ୍, OISFର ନୋଟିଫିକେସନ୍, ଆଉ କ'ଣ ରହିଲା ତୁମର SIର ଏକ୍ଜାମ୍ କେମିତି ଜଲ୍ଦି ହେବ, ସବୁକିଛି ପାଇଁ ପରମିସନ୍ ଆଣିବା ପାଇଁ ମୁଁ ଯାଉଛି। ଭାଇମାନେ ଟିକେ ଲାଇକ୍ କରିବେ ନା କରିବେନି? ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ଅନୁରୋଧ କରିବି ଭିଡ଼ିଓକୁ ଯଥେଷ୍ଟ ମାତ୍ରାରେ ଲାଇକ୍, ଭିଡ଼ିଓକୁ ସେୟାର, ଚ୍ୟାନେଲକୁ ସବସ୍କ୍ରାଇବ୍ ଟିକେ କରନ୍ତୁ। ସୋ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଯାହା ଅପଡ଼େଟ୍ ଅଛି ମୁଁ ସବୁ କିଛି ଦେଇପାରିବି। ଆଚ୍ଛା ଆଉ କିଏ ରହିଲେ? ଆମ ପିଲା କିଏ ଅଛନ୍ତି ଷ୍ଟ୍ରାଇକ୍କୁ ଆସିବା ପିଲା? ଟିକେ ନିଜର ନାଁ ଆଉ ଡିଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ଟ କୁହନ୍ତୁ। ଆମକୁ ଖାଲି ନାଁ ଆଉ ଡିଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ଟ ଦରକାର ହେଲା। ସୋ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଆମେ ଗୋଟେ ଜାଣିପାରିବା ଯେ କେତେ ପିଲା ଆମର ଆସୁଛନ୍ତି ଆଉ କେତେ କ'ଣ ଆମର କେମିତି କ'ଣ ଇଫୋର୍ଟ ଦିଆଯିବ। ଆଉ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ସମସ୍ତେ ଆସିବ ହେଲା। ଆଉ କହିଦେଇକି ସେଠି ନ ଆସିଲା ମାନେ ଫସିଯିବା ଆମେ ସମସ୍ତେ, କିଛି ଲାଭ ହେବନି। ଆମେ ଟାର୍ଗେଟ୍ ରଖିଛୁ ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣରକୁ ମିଟ୍ କରିବା ପାଇଁ। ଆଟଲିଷ୍ଟ ତ ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣରକୁ ମିଟ୍ କରିବା ପାଇଁ 1000 ପାଖାପାଖି ପିଲା ଆସିଲେ ଆମେ ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣରଙ୍କୁ ଯାଇକି ମିଟ୍ କରିବୁ। ଆମର ଦାବି ଯାହା ଅଛି ପଏଣ୍ଟ ଟୁ ଦ ପଏଣ୍ଟ ଅଛି ତାକୁ ଲେଖିକି ନେଇକି ଦେବୁ ହେଲା। ADCରୁ ପରମିସନ୍ ମିଳିଯିବ, ଚିନ୍ତା କରନ୍ତୁନି। ADCରୁ ପରମିସନ୍ ମିଳିଯିବ, କିନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣମାନେ ଆସିବା ଦରକାର। ତ ଭାଇ ଆଉ କିଏ ଆସିବେ ମୋତେ ଟିକେ କମେଣ୍ଟ କରନ୍ତୁ। ଡିଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ଟ ପୋଲିସ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରାଇକ୍ ବିଷୟରେ ଏବେ ଟିକେ କଥା ହେବା, ତାପରେ ଲାଇଭ୍ କଣ୍ଟିନ୍ୟୁଅସଲି ଚାଲିବ ତାଙ୍କର SSP TGT କେସ୍। ଟିକେ ପ୍ଲିଜ୍ ସମସ୍ତେ ଟିକେ ଲାଇକ୍ କରନ୍ତୁ। ଆଉ କେଉଁମାନେ ଆସିବେ ଟିକେ ପ୍ଲିଜ୍ କମେଣ୍ଟ କରିବେ। ତ प्रोटेस्ट को आमर को मैंने आसबे आ एसएसबी टीजीटी कथा मुझे कहीदे दुईटार तुम केस लाइव हम है दुईटार तुम लाइव स्टार्ट हम एसएसबी टीजीटी बर्तमान ब्रेक हो तो समस्ते टिके लाइक कर दिंतु भाई मैंने वीडियो को टिके लाइक कर दिंतु वीडियो को टिके शेयर करूँ चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करूँ सो दैट समस्त पाखे अपडेटा पहुँची पार वीडियो टिके लाइक समस्ते टिके लाइक करूँ यथेष्ट मात्रा एटलिस्ट समस्ते टिके लाइक करूँ आ को मैंने आसबे मत है प्रोटेस्ट को हाँ सुबोध प्रधान कहतु को मैंने आसबे प्रोटेस्ट को देखु मिछ कहबेनी एक्चुअली मेसेज करेंगे जे आम जाऊँ आम 9टा 10टा भितर 10टा बेलू भी आपण मैंने आसतु किसी असुविधा ना आम पहुँचीजु ये आपण मैंने सत माने पूरा ऑनेस्ट रिप्लाई आपण मैंने आसुँच आवर दरकार और एसएसपी टीजीटी आज हियरिंग अच्छी दुईटा बेलू निश्चित भाव में तार हियरिंग आम देखा और एज रिलैक्सेशन से दिन ही स्टेप नि तेणु समस्ते जो मैंने पिला माने एज रिलैक्सेशन आसवे से दिन आपण मैंने भाई ओपीएससी एएसओ के आसो ओपीएससी एएसओ आसी जावा कथा अच्छा ओपीएससी एएसओ रिलेटेड बहुत पिला मत पचारे भाई ओपीएससी एएसओ के आसो ता रिलेटेड गोटे स्टेप नबा निश्चित भाव में कौन पाइना बहुत पिला प्रिपरेशन कर ओपीएससी एएसओ गोटे स्टेप ना पड़ो सरकार गोटे प्रेशर क्रिएट करा पड़ो कि जल्दी केमती से कौन पाइना वैकेंसी डिले करी गड़ौंट एटलिस्ट तापर माने ओपीएससी एएसओटा तो गोटे स्टेप नबा निहाती दरकार एक तो वैकेंसी बहुत डिले होची ओपीएससी एएसओ सब तो परमिशन हो जाइए माने बहुत जल्दी आसिया कथा कौन पाई आसुनी सेटा भी तापर आपण मैंने जानते हैं ओएवीएस भी रिक्रुटमेंट आसिया कथा सेटा भी पेंडिंग हो पड़ी समस्ते टिके लाइक करेंगे वीडियो को शेयर करेंगे और कमेंट करूँ वीडियो को यथेष्ट मात्रा कमेंट करूँ सो दैट हाँ पुलिस एसआई और ओपीएससी एएसओ निश्चिंत भाव में दुईटा जिनस रोचे पिला टार्गेट रे आ गोटे रहा डिस्ट्रिक्ट कांस्टेबल नोटिफिकेशनटा पूरा पिला ठका जाऊँगी डिस्ट्रिक्ट पुलिस नोटिफिकेशन पिला माने ठका जाइए जोटा कि ऊपर आम स्टेप नौचु निश्चिंत भाव में डिस्ट्रिक्ट पुलिस तो निश्चिंत भाव में बड़ धरण प्रोटेस्ट हम भाई मैंने शेयर कर को पिला माने आसवे मु लिस्ट रे करी ना देवी डिस्ट्रिक्ट पुलिस एसआई पिला जो मैंने प्रोटेस्ट को आसो 6 तारिख दिन टे वीडियो को यथेष्ट मात्रा शेयर कर कम से कम मुझे ना हिसाब करी आउ जो मैंने भी प्रोटेस्ट को आसबे से अनुसार मुझे गोटे बनईमी माने मोर कहया कथा है आमको गोटे रिपोर्ट देवाक पड़ो आम पाखापाखि 300 पिला 400 पिला प्रोटेस्ट को आसुचु तो एटलिस्ट समस्ते से जिनस को टे शेयर करूँ सब पिला मध्य है 300 पिला 400 पिला आम आसुचु तो एतिकी एटलिस्ट आपण मानक रिक्वेस्ट सब पिला माने टिके ना दिंतु आपण माने को माने देखुचंदी वीडियो और प्रोटेस्ट केते पिला आसीबे देखंतु डिस्ट्रिक्ट पुलिस रो नोटिफिकेशन डिसेंबर 31 नहीं कि एपर्यंत आपण को अंधारे रखा जाइछि आपण माने निजे कहंतु आमे जते स्टेप नहीं कि परमिशन काढिया पे मु काली जीपी मते से माने क्वेश्चन करिवे तमे केते पिला आसीबो मु सेठी कहिबी कोन जेता हम आपण माने ऑनलाइन लिखि परना कि आमे जीवु मु घर एठिउ आमे एति माने आमे एति जण जाउछु मुझे कहबी कौन केते पिला आसुचंदी बोली कहबी गवर्नर को मीट करार अच्छी 200-300 पिला आसिले से आराम से एडीसी को परमिशन देदेवे आम गवर्नर को जाकि मीट करवा किंतु आपण माने एटलिस्ट मुझे लाइव सेशन आनी आपण माने शेयर करूँ जदि ए प्रॉपर्ली डिस्ट्रिक्ट पुलिस कथा नहीं कथा हो हाँ एलएसआई जॉइनिंग विषय में कहीदे शुणु एलएसआई रो जॉइनिंग रे कथा है कौन आपण मानकर पिला किसी जाइथिले देखा करने मीट करने ऑफिसर मानक से कहते जुलाई मसरे या रिगार्डिंग किसी स्टेप नि तेणु आपण मानक अनुरोध करुँचर जी पिला अच्छा समस्ते मिसिकी अथॉरिटी पाखक जातु अप्रोच करूँ कि आमर एलएसआई रो सार जॉइनिंग केबे आपण देबे ଆମକୁ ଗୋଟେ ପର୍ଟିକୁଲାର ଡେଟ୍ ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ। ହଁ ନା ବାରବାର ଆସିକି ଆମେ ଏଇଠି ଫ୍ରଷ୍ଟ୍ରେଟେଡ୍ ହେଇକି ଫେରୁଛୁ। ଆମକୁ ପର୍ଟିକୁଲାର ଡେଟ୍ ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ କି କେତେ ଦିନ ପରେ ଆମର ଜଏନିଂ ଦିଆଯିବ। ତ ସେଇଟା ଆପଣ ପଚାରନ୍ତୁ ଅଥରିଟିକୁ ଯାଇକି, ନିଶ୍ଚିନ୍ତ ଭାବରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ରେଜଲ୍ଟ ମିଳିବ। ତ ସବୁ ପିଲା ମିଶିକି ଯାଆନ୍ତୁ। ଆଉ ଆପଣମାନେ ଅଥରିଟିଙ୍କୁ କୋଶ୍ଚିନ୍ କରନ୍ତୁ କି ଆମର LSIରେ ଜଏନିଂ କ'ଣ ପାଇଁ ଏପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ଦିଆଯାଇନି। ଆଉ କ'ଣ କୁହ? ନିଶ୍ଚିନ୍ତ ଭାବରେ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ, ଆମେ ପିଲାମାନଙ୍କୁ ଅନୁରୋଧ କରୁଛୁ ଯଥେଷ୍ଟ ମାତ୍ରାରେ ପିଲାମାନେ ଯୋଡ଼ି ହେବା ପାଇଁ, ସୋ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ପିଲାମାନଙ୍କର ଯାହା ବି ଡାଉଟ୍ ଅଛି ସବୁକିଛି ଆମେ ନେଇପାରିବୁ। ତ ପିଲାମାନଙ୍କୁ ଅନୁରୋଧ କରିବି ଯଥେଷ୍ଟ ମାତ୍ରାରେ ଭିଡ଼ିଓରେ ଜଏନ୍ କରନ୍ତୁ। ଆଉ ଡିଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ଟ ପୋଲିସ SI ରିଗାର୍ଡ଼ିଂ ପିଲାମାନେ କମେଣ୍ଟ କରନ୍ତୁ କି କେତେ ପିଲାମାନେ ଆସୁଛନ୍ତି। ଲଞ୍ଚ ବ୍ରେକ୍ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ହେଇଛି, ମୁଁ ପ୍ରଥମରୁ କହି ରଖିଛି। ଲଞ୍ଚ ବ୍ରେକ୍ ପରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର SSB TGT ଲେକ୍ଚର ହିୟରିଂ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ ହେବ। 11ଟା ସିରିଏଲ୍ ସରିଛି, ତାପରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଚାଲିବ। ତ ଲଞ୍ଚ ବ୍ରେକ୍ ପରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ହିୟରିଂ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ ହେବ SSB TGT ଲେକ୍ଚର। 2ଟା ପରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ହିୟରିଂ ଅଛି। ଆଉ ଆମ ଚ୍ୟାନେଲରୁ ହିଁ ସବୁ ଦେଖିପାରିବେ। ତ ପିଲାମାନଙ୍କୁ ଅନୁରୋଧ କରାଯାଉଛି ଯଥେଷ୍ଟ ମାତ୍ରାରେ ଭିଡ଼ିଓକୁ ସେୟାର କରନ୍ତୁ। କାଲି ଆମେ ପ୍ରୋଟେଷ୍ଟ ରିଗାର୍ଡ଼ିଂ ଷ୍ଟେପ୍ ନେବୁ। ବହୁତ ବଡ଼ ଷ୍ଟେପ୍। ବହୁତ ବଡ଼ ଷ୍ଟେପ୍ ନିଆଯିବ ପ୍ରୋଟେଷ୍ଟ ରିଗାର୍ଡ଼ିଂ। ଆପଣମାନଙ୍କୁ ଅନୁରୋଧ କରାଯାଉଛି ଭିଡ଼ିଓକୁ ଯଥେଷ୍ଟ ମାତ୍ରାରେ ଲାଇକ୍, ଭିଡ଼ିଓକୁ ସେୟାର ଓ ଚ୍ୟାନେଲକୁ ସବସ୍କ୍ରାଇବ୍ କରନ୍ତୁ। ତ ଯେଉଁ ପିଲାମାନେ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ସୁଦ୍ଧା ବି ଡିଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ଟ ଲିଡର ହେବା ପାଇଁ ନାଁ ଦେଇନାହାନ୍ତି, ସେମାନେ କମେଣ୍ଟ କରିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ଡିଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ଟ ଲିଡର ଆମେ ହେବୁ। ଆଉ ଆମ ଡିଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ଟ ଏରିଆ ଆମେ ଏ ପିଲାଙ୍କୁ ନେଇକି ଆସୁଛୁ। କ'ଣ ପାଇଁ ନା ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ, ନେକ୍ସଟ ଡେଟ୍ 6 ତାରିଖ ଦିନ ରହୁଛି। ହଁ ବ୍ରଦର, 1/6 ପ୍ରୋଟେଷ୍ଟ ହେବ କି ଡାଉଟ୍ ଅଛି? ଆମର ଜୁଲାଇ 6ରେ ଆମର ପ୍ରୋଟେଷ୍ଟ ହେବ ହେଲା। ଜୁଲାଇ 6 ମୁଁ ଅଲରେଡ଼ି କହିସାରିଲିଣି ଡେଟ୍। ଜୁଲାଇ 6ରେ ଆମର ପ୍ରୋଟେଷ୍ଟ ହେବ। ଆଉ ବହୁତ ବଡ଼ ଧରଣର ପ୍ରୋଟେଷ୍ଟ ହେବ, ଯେଉଁଟାକି ବହୁତ ମାତ୍ରାରେ ପିଲା ଆସୁଛନ୍ତି। ଡିଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ଟ ପୋଲିସର ପିଲା, SIର ପିଲା, ବହୁତ ବଡ଼ ଧରଣର ପ୍ରୋଟେଷ୍ଟ ଆମର ହେବ। ତ ସେତେବେଳେ ଆମର ବହୁତ ବଡ଼ ଧରଣର ପ୍ରୋଟେଷ୍ଟ ହେବ। ତ ଆଶା କରିବି ସମସ୍ତେ ସେଇଦିନ ପହଞ୍ଚିବେ। ତ ଜୁଲାଇ 6ରେ ପ୍ରୋଟେଷ୍ଟ ରହିବ। ଆଉ ଯଦି କିଛି ଡାଉଟ୍ ରହିଲା ନିଶ୍ଚିନ୍ତ ଭାବରେ ଆପଣ କମେଣ୍ଟ କରିବେ ଲୋକେସନକୁ ନେଇକି, କିମ୍ବା କେଉଁ ଜାଗାକୁ ପହଞ୍ଚିବେ ସେଇ ଜିନିଷକୁ ଦେଇକି ଆପଣମାନେ କମେଣ୍ଟ ନିଶ୍ଚିନ୍ତ ଭାବରେ କରିବେ। ହଁ, ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ଅନୁରୋଧ କରିବି ସମସ୍ତେ ଟିକେ ଭିଡ଼ିଓକୁ ଲାଇକ୍ ଆଉ ସେୟାର ଆଉ ଚ୍ୟାନେଲକୁ ସବସ୍କ୍ରାଇବ୍ ନିଶ୍ଚିନ୍ତ ଭାବରେ କରିବେ ହେଲା। ତ ବହୁତ ପିଲା ଭିଡ଼ିଓକୁ ନାଇଁ ଅଗଷ୍ଟ ଲାଷ୍ଟ ପୂର୍ବରୁ ହେବାର ଚାନ୍ସ ନାହିଁ, ସେପ୍ଟେମ୍ବର ମାସରେ ହେବ ହେଲା। ସେପ୍ଟେମ୍ବର ମାସରେ ହେବ ପ୍ରୋଟେଷ୍ଟ ଆମର। ଆଉ ପ୍ରୋଟେଷ୍ଟକୁ ଯଦି ଆପଣମାନେ ସପୋର୍ଟ କରିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି ତ ନିଶ୍ଚିନ୍ତ ଭାବରେ ଆପଣମାନେ ନିହାତି ଭାବରେ ପ୍ରୋଟେଷ୍ଟକୁ ସପୋର୍ଟ କରନ୍ତୁ। ଆମେ ଚାହିଁବୁ କି ଆପଣମାନେ ପ୍ରୋଟେଷ୍ଟକୁ ଯଥେଷ୍ଟ ମାତ୍ରାରେ ଆସନ୍ତୁ ଆଉ ନିଜର ଡିଟେଲ୍ସ ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ଆମକୁ। ସୁନୀଲ ନିଶ୍ଚିନ୍ତ ଭାବରେ ଆମକୁ ଜଣାନ୍ତୁ କି ଆପଣ ପ୍ରୋଟେଷ୍ଟକୁ ଆସୁଛନ୍ତି କି ନାହିଁ। ଆମ ପାଇଁ ବହୁତ ଇମ୍ପୋର୍ଟାଣ୍ଟ ଆପଣମାନଙ୍କର ସପୋର୍ଟ। ପ୍ରୋଟେଷ୍ଟକୁ କେତେ ମାତ୍ରାରେ ପିଲା ଆସୁଛନ୍ତି ସେଇଟା ନିଶ୍ଚିନ୍ତ ଭାବରେ ଆମକୁ ଜଣାନ୍ତୁ। ପିଲାମାନଙ୍କୁ ଅନୁରୋଧ କରିବି ବହୁତ ମାତ୍ରାରେ ପିଲା ପ୍ରୋଟେଷ୍ଟରେ ଆସିକି ଯୋଗ ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ। ଆଉ SSP TGT କେସ୍ର ହିୟରିଂ ବହୁତ ଜଲ୍ଦି ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ ହେବାକୁ ଯାଉଛି। ସୁନୀଲ ଆମର ମେସେଜ୍ କରିଛନ୍ତି ସେ ପ୍ରୋଟେଷ୍ଟକୁ ଆସିବେ। ଆଚ୍ଛା ସୁନୀଲ କେଉଁ ଘର? ଆମର ଜୁଲାଇ 6 ତାରିଖ ଅଛି। ପ୍ରଥମେ ମୁଁ କହି ରଖିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛି ଆପଣମାନଙ୍କୁ ଜୁଲାଇ 6 ତାରିଖ। ଆଚ୍ଛା ସୁନୀଲ ତମର ଘର କେଉଁଠି, ଡିଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ଟ କେଉଁଠି? ସୋ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଆମେ ଗୋଟେ ଟାଲି କରୁଛୁ ଡିଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ଟର କେତେ ପିଲା ଆସୁଛନ୍ତି। ଆଉ 2ଟାରେ ଆମର ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ ହେଇଯିବ SSP TGTର ହିୟରିଂ, ତେଣୁ ଆମେ ସିଆଡ଼କୁ ବ୍ୟସ୍ତ ରହିଯିବୁ। ସେପ୍ଟେମ୍ବର ଟାଇମ୍ ସୁଦ୍ଧା ଆସିବ ନା? ଆମର ଟାର୍ଗେଟ୍ ଅଛି ଏଇ ମାସ ଭିତରେ। ସତ୍ୟବ୍ରତ ମଲ୍ଲିକ ପଚାରୁଛନ୍ତି ଡିଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ଟ କନଷ୍ଟେବଲ୍ ଉପରେ। ଏଇ ମାସ ଭିତରେ ହିଁ କେମିତି ଡିଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ଟ ପୋଲିସର ନୋଟିଫିକେସନ୍ ଆସିବ ସେଇଆକୁ ଟାର୍ଗେଟ୍ ରଖିକି ଆମେ ପ୍ରୋଟେଷ୍ଟ କରୁଛୁ। ତ ଆଶା କରିବି ସମସ୍ତେ ଆସିଲେ। ହଁ ସୁନୀଲ ଆମର ଭଦ୍ରକରୁ ଆସୁଛନ୍ତି, ତେଣୁ ଭଦ୍ରକର ଯେଉଁ ପିଲାମାନେ ଅଛନ୍ତି ସେମାନେ ଜାଣି ରଖିବାର ଅଛି କି ସୁନୀଲ ଭଦ୍ରକରୁ ଆସୁଛନ୍ତି। ନିଶ୍ଚିନ୍ତ ଭାବରେ ୟା ପର ଲାଇଭ୍ ସେସନ୍ରେ ପିଲାମାନଙ୍କର ନମ୍ବର ସବୁକିଛି ମୁଁ ନୋଟ୍ ଡାଉନ୍ କରିବି ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଗ୍ରୁପ୍ କରିବି, କ୍ରିଏଟ୍ କରିବି ଯେଉଁଥିରେ କି ପିଲାମାନେ ଜଏନ୍ ହେବେ। ପ୍ରୋଟେଷ୍ଟକୁ ଆସିପାରୁଥିବା ପିଲା ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ଲାଇକ୍ କରିବା ପାଇଁ ଅନୁରୋଧ କରିବି। ଆଉ ମାତ୍ର 10 ମିନିଟ୍ ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ସହିତ ଡିସ୍କସନ୍ କରିବି ପ୍ରୋଟେଷ୍ଟ ବିଷୟରେ। କିନ୍ତୁ ତାପରେ SSP TGT ଲେକ୍ଚରର ହିୟରିଂ ଆମର ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ ହେଇଯିବ, ତେଣୁ ବାଧ୍ୟ ହୋଇକି ମୋତେ ସିଆଡ଼କୁ ହିୟରିଂ ପିଲାମାନଙ୍କର ଦେଖାଇବାକୁ ପଡ଼ିବ। ଯେହେତୁ ଲାଇଭ୍ ହିୟରିଂ ପାଇଁ ପିଲାମାନେ ଡିମାଣ୍ଡ କରିଥିଲେ, ତେଣୁ ସେଇଟା ତ ଦେଖିବାକୁ ପଡ଼ିବ। କିନ୍ତୁ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ହଁ ଭଦ୍ରକରୁ ଯେଉଁ ପିଲାମାନେ ଆସୁଛନ୍ତି ସେମାନେ ସୁନୀଲ ବାବୁ ଆମର ଭଦ୍ରକରୁ ଆସୁଛନ୍ତି, ସେଇଟା ବି ପିଲାମାନେ। ହଁ ଭାରତୀ ନମସ୍କାର ମ୍ୟାଡ଼ାମ୍, କୁହନ୍ତୁ। ଆମେ OSS CGL ଆଡ଼ମିଟ୍ କାର୍ଡ଼ କେବେ ଆସିବ? 1 ତାରିଖ ଆଡ଼କୁ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଆଡ଼ମିଟ୍ କାର୍ଡ଼ ଆସିଯିବ। ନିଶ୍ଚିନ୍ତ ଭାବରେ OSS CGLର ଆଡ଼ମିଟ୍ କାର୍ଡ଼ ରିଗାର୍ଡ଼ିଂ ପିଲାମାନଙ୍କର କୋଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ରହିଛି। ଆମେ ଏଣ୍ଡ ଏକ୍ଜାମ୍ କେବେ ହେବ? ଏକ୍ଜାମ୍ ସେପ୍ଟେମ୍ବର ମାସକୁ ଟାର୍ଗେଟ୍ ଅଛି ହେଲା। ଯାହାବି ତାଙ୍କର PSO ମାନଙ୍କ ସହିତ କଥାବାର୍ତ୍ତା ହେଇଛି ସାର୍, ଫରେଷ୍ଟ ଗାର୍ଡ଼ ଏକ୍ସାଇଜ୍ କନଷ୍ଟେବଲ୍ ଫରେଷ୍ଟର ଆନ୍ସର୍ କି କେବେ ଆସିବ? ଜୁଲାଇ ଫାର୍ଷ୍ଟ ୱିକ୍ ଭିତରେ ଆନ୍ସର୍ କି ଆସିବ। ଆଉ ୟା ରିଗାର୍ଡ଼ିଂ ମୁଁ 2 ତାରିଖ ଆଡ଼କୁ ଗୋଟେ ଭିଡ଼ିଓ କରିଦେବି। 2 ତାରିଖ ଆଡ଼କୁ ଗୋଟେ ଭିଡ଼ିଓ କରିଦେବି ସୋ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ପିଲାମାନେ ସବୁ କିଛି ଜାଣିପାରିବେ। ଯାହାକି 2 ତାରିଖ ପରେ ପରେ ମୁଁ ଭିଡ଼ିଓ ଗୋଟେ କରିଦେବି ଫରେଷ୍ଟ ଗାର୍ଡ଼ ରିଗାର୍ଡ଼ିଂ। ବହୁତ ଦିନ ହେଲାଣି ଭିଡ଼ିଓ ସେ ରିଗାର୍ଡ଼ିଂ ହେଇନି, କିନ୍ତୁ ଆଉ SSP ଯାହାର ତ ପୋଷ୍ଟ ଆସୁଛି ଆପଣମାନେ ଜାଣିଥିବେ। ତ ବାକି ରହିଲା ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ଟିକେ ଅନୁରୋଧ କରି ଲାଇକ୍ କରନ୍ତୁ। ଫରେଷ୍ଟ ଗାର୍ଡ଼ ବିଷୟରେ ମୁଁ କହିଦେଲି, ଜୁଲାଇ ଫାର୍ଷ୍ଟ ୱିକ୍ ଭିତରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଆସିଯିବ। ନଚେତ୍ ମୁଁ ନିଜେ OSS ଅଫିସ୍ ଯାଇକି ତା ରିଗାର୍ଡ଼ିଂ ଇନଫର୍ମେସନ୍ ନିଜେ ନେବି। କ'ଣ ରହୁଛି, କ'ଣ ପ୍ରୋସେସ୍ ରହୁଛି, ସବୁକିଛି ଇଏ କରିବି। କିନ୍ତୁ ଏଠି ଡିଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ଟ କନଷ୍ଟେବଲ୍ ପିଲାମାନଙ୍କୁ କହି ରଖିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛି କି ଆପଣମାନେ ନିଜର ନାଁ ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ଆଉ ନିଜ ଡିଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ଟ କୁହନ୍ତୁ, ସୋ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଆମେ ଏକ୍ଜାମ୍ ଏକ୍ସପେକ୍ଟେଡ଼ ସେପ୍ଟେମ୍ବର ମନ୍ଥ। ଆପଣଙ୍କର SI ଏକ୍ଜାମ୍ ସେପ୍ଟେମ୍ବର ମନ୍ଥ ବୋଲି ମୁଁ କହିଥିଲି, ମେ ବି ନେଟୱାର୍କ ଇସ୍ୟୁ ଥିବ କି କ'ଣ, ସେପ୍ଟେମ୍ବର ମନ୍ଥ ଏକ୍ଜାମ୍ ଏକ୍ସପେକ୍ଟେଡ଼। ତ ବହୁତ ଜଲ୍ଦି ଆମର ହିୟରିଂ, ଲାଇଭ୍ ହିୟରିଂ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ ହେବ, ଯେଉଁଟାକି ଆପଣମାନେ ଜାଣିଥିବେ ଆମର ଅଛି କ'ଣ ଦୀକ୍ଷିତ କ୍ରିଷ୍ଣା ଶ୍ରୀପଦ ସାର୍ଙ୍କ କୋର୍ଟରେ ବହୁତ ଜଲ୍ଦି ଲାଇଭ୍ ହିୟରିଂ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ ହେବ। ତ ଆପଣମାନଙ୍କୁ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ଅନୁରୋଧ କରିବି, ସମସ୍ତେ ଭିଡ଼ିଓକୁ ଯଥେଷ୍ଟ ମାତ୍ରାରେ ଲାଇକ୍ କରନ୍ତୁ, ଭିଡ଼ିଓକୁ ସେୟାର କରନ୍ତୁ, ଚ୍ୟାନେଲକୁ ସବସ୍କ୍ରାଇବ୍ କରନ୍ତୁ, ସୋ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଯାହା ବି ଅଛି ଲାଇଭ୍ ଅପଡ଼େଟ୍ ଆମେ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ପାଖରେ ପ୍ରୋଭାଇଡ଼ କରିପାରିବୁ SSB TGTର। ଆଉ ବାକି ଆଉ 10 ମିନିଟ୍ ରହିଲା, 10 ମିନିଟ୍ ଭିତରେ ମୋତେ ଯେଉଁ ପିଲାମାନେ ଆସିବେ ପ୍ରୋଟେଷ୍ଟକୁ ଟିକେ ପ୍ଲିଜ୍ କାଇଣ୍ଡଲି ରିପ୍ଲାଏ କରନ୍ତୁ କି କେଉଁମାନେ ପ୍ରୋଟେଷ୍ଟକୁ ଆସୁଛନ୍ତି। ଆଉ କେଉଁ ଜାଗାରୁ ଆସୁଛନ୍ତି, କ'ଣ ପାଇଁ ନା ଆମକୁ ଗୋଟେ ପରମିସନ୍ ନେଲା ବେଳେ ଏତିକି କହିବାକୁ ପଡ଼ିବ କି ଏତିକି ପିଲା ଆସିବେ। ସପୋଜ୍ 200 ପିଲା ଆସିବେ କି 2000 ପିଲା ଆସିବେ କି 1000 ପିଲା ଆସିବେ କି 500 ପିଲା ଆସିବେ କିମ୍ବା କେତେ ପିଲା ବି ଆସିବେ, ସେ ବିଷୟରେ ଆମକୁ କହିବାକୁ ପଡ଼ିବ। ତ ସେଇ ଜିନିଷଟା ଆପଣମାନେ କମେଣ୍ଟ କରନ୍ତୁ କି କିଏ ପ୍ରୋଟେଷ୍ଟକୁ ଆସିବେ। ଆଉ ମାତ୍ର 10 ମିନିଟ୍ ମୁଁ କଥା ହେଇପାରିବି, 10 ମିନିଟ୍ ପରେ ଆମର ଲାଇଭ୍ ହିୟରିଂ ନିଶ୍ଚିନ୍ତ ଭାବରେ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ ହେବ SSB TGTର। ତାପରେ ପିଲା ଆଉ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ଅନୁରୋଧ କରି ଭିଡ଼ିଓକୁ ଟିକେ ଲାଇକ୍ କରିବେ, ଭିଡ଼ିଓକୁ ସେୟାର କରିବେ, ଚ୍ୟାନେଲକୁ ସବସ୍କ୍ରାଇବ୍ କରିବେ, ସୋ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କ ପାଖକୁ ଅପଡ଼େଟ୍ ଏହାର ପହଞ୍ଚି ପାରିବ। ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ଅନୁରୋଧ କରିବି, ସମସ୍ତେ ଟିକେ ଭିଡ଼ିଓକୁ ଯଥେଷ୍ଟ ମାତ୍ରାରେ ଲାଇକ୍ କରନ୍ତୁ। ଜୁଲାଇ ଫାର୍ଷ୍ଟ ୱିକ୍ରେ ପଳାଇ ଆସିବ ଫାଇନାଲ୍ ଆନ୍ସର୍ କି ଫରେଷ୍ଟ ଗାର୍ଡ଼ ଏକ୍ସାଇଜ୍ କନଷ୍ଟେବଲ୍ ଜୁଲାଇ ଫାର୍ଷ୍ଟ ୱିକ୍ରେ ନିଶ୍ଚିନ୍ତ ଭାବରେ ଆସିବ, 100% ଆସିବ। ଆପଣମାନଙ୍କୁ ଅନୁରୋଧ କରିବି, ଯଦି ଜୁଲାଇ ଫାର୍ଷ୍ଟ ୱିକ୍ ଭିତରେ ନ ଆସିଲା ଆପଣ ମୋତେ ମେସେଜ୍ କରନ୍ତୁ, ଆମେ ନିଶ୍ଚିନ୍ତ ଭାବରେ ଅଫିସକୁ ଯିବା, ବୁଝିବା କ'ଣ ରହୁଛି ଅପଡ଼େଟ୍। तो सबू पिला अनुरोध करी वीडियो को यथेष्ट मात्रा लाइक, वीडियो को शेयर और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करेंगे। कौन पाइना बहुत जल्दी आम SSB TGT लेक्चर हियरिंग स्टार्ट हम, जोटा कि पिला माने पचारुले। वीडियो को यथेष्ट मात्रा लाइक, वीडियो को शेयर, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब निश्चित भाव में करेंगे। रोहित शर्मा भली देखा जाउछन्ते, टिके मोटा ही जाइछ कहया चाहते डायरेक्ट कह दिंतु बोले ये आंब खाई कि मोटा ही गले। ठीक अच्छे आपण मैंने प्रोटेस्ट को केजन आसुँच मत कहतु प्रोटेस्ट को कौ पिला मैंने आसुँच कौन पाइना भाई देखो गोटे कथा है मु परमिशन पाई काली बाहर की जीवी मत से कहू पड़ो जे ये पाखापाखि पिला परमिशन भी से अनुसार नवा। सपोज भाभी नियंतु मुझे परमिशन आनी 300 पिलांर କିନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣମାନେ ଅଚାନକ 1000 ପିଲା ପଳେଇ ଆସିଲେ, ସେମାନେ ମୋତେ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ କରିପାରିବେ କି ଆପଣ ତ ଲେଖିଲେ 300 ପିଲା ଆସିବେ, ଆମେ ସେଥିପାଇଁ କମ୍ ପୋଲିସର ବ୍ୟବସ୍ଥା କଲୁ, କିନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣ ଏତେ ପିଲା ଆସିଲେ କେମିତି? ତେଣୁ ମୋ କହିବା କଥା ଆପଣମାନେ ଖାଲି ନିଜ ନାଁ ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ, କେଉଁ ଡିଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ଟରେ ରହୁଛନ୍ତି ସେତିକି କହିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ, ବାସ୍ ସେତିକିରେ ଆମେ ଜାଣିଯିବୁ କି କେଉଁ ଡିଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ଟରୁ କେତେ ପିଲା ଆସିବେ, ସେଇଟା ଆମେ ଗୋଟେ ଓଭରଅଲ୍ ଆଇଡ଼ିଆ ହେଇଯିବ। ଆମେ ପରମିସନ୍ଟା ସେଇ ଅନୁସାରେ, ତା ମାନେ ନୁହଁ ଯେ ମୁଁ ଅଧିକା ପକାଇବିନି, ମୁଁ ଅଧିକା ପକାଇବି ପିଲାଙ୍କ ଆସିବେ ବୋଲି, କିନ୍ତୁ ଫିର୍ ବି ଗୋଟେ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ସହିତ ଇଣ୍ଟରାକ୍ସନ୍ କଲା ପରେ ଆମକୁ ପକାଇବା ପାଇଁ ଟିକେ ସୁବିଧା ହେବ। ତେଣୁ ଆପଣମାନେ ଯେଉଁମାନେ ଆସୁଛନ୍ତି ଟିକେ କାଇଣ୍ଡଲି ମେନସନ୍ କରନ୍ତୁ କେତେ ପିଲା ଆସୁଛନ୍ତି। ସେଇଟା ଆଚ୍ଛା, ଆର୍ଆଇର ଏକ୍ସପେକ୍ଟେଡ୍ ଆନ୍ସର୍ କି କେବେ ଆସିବ ପିଲାମାନେ ପଚାରୁଥିଲେ, ତାପରେ ତ ମୁଁ ଭିଡ଼ିଓ କରିଦେବି। ଆଉ ଫରେଷ୍ଟ ଗାର୍ଡ଼ର ବି ଆନ୍ସର୍ କି ଉପରେ ଫରେଷ୍ଟ ଗାର୍ଡ଼ ରିଭାଇଜ୍ଡ ଆନ୍ସର୍ କି ଆସିବ, ତାପରେ ଭିଡ଼ିଓ କରିଦେବି। ଆଉ କ'ଣ ରହିଲା ଡାଉଟ୍ ପଚାରି ପାରିବେ। ଆଉ କିଏ କିଏ ଆସିବେ ମୋତେ ଲାଷ୍ଟ ଯାହା 4-5 ଜଣ ମେସେଜ୍ କଲେ କି ଭାଇ ଆମେ ଯାଉଛୁ, ଜଣେ ଭଦ୍ରକର, ଜଣେ ମୟୂରଭଞ୍ଜର, ଜଣେ ବଲାଙ୍ଗୀରର, ଜଣେ ପୁରୀର, ଆଉ କ'ଣ ଡିଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ଟର ପିଲା ନାହାନ୍ତି? ତ ଯଦି ଅଛନ୍ତି କାଇଣ୍ଡଲି ମେସେଜ୍ କରନ୍ତୁ ପ୍ରୋଟେଷ୍ଟରେ କେତେ ପିଲା ଆସିବେ, ଆଉ ଲାଇକ୍ କରନ୍ତୁ ଭାଇ, ସମସ୍ତେ ଭିଡ଼ିଓକୁ ଲାଇକ୍ କରନ୍ତୁ, ସେୟାର କରନ୍ତୁ। ଆଉ 5 ମିନିଟ୍ 4-5 ମିନିଟ୍ ମୁଁ କଥା ହେଇପାରିବି। 4-5 ମିନିଟ୍ କଥା ହେଇସାରିଲା ପରେ ଆମେ ଶେଷ କରିଦେବା ସେସନ୍କୁ। ଦେବଗଡ଼ରୁ ପିଲା ଅଛନ୍ତି, ଦେବଗଡ଼ରୁ ଆପଣମାନେ ପ୍ରୋଟେଷ୍ଟକୁ ଆସିବେ? କୁହନ୍ତୁ, ପ୍ରୋଟେଷ୍ଟକୁ କେବଳ ଆସିବା ଦରକାର। ତ ଦେବଗଡ଼ ହେଉ ଯେଉଁ ଜାଗାରୁ ବି ଆପଣମାନେ ଅଛନ୍ତି, ତ ନିଶ୍ଚିନ୍ତ ଭାବରେ ପ୍ରୋଟେଷ୍ଟକୁ ଆସିବା ଦରକାର। 1:57 ହେଇଗଲାଣି, ହିୟରିଂ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ବହୁତ ଜଲ୍ଦି ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ ହେଇଯିବ ଆପଣଙ୍କର SSB ଲେକ୍ଚର୍ ପାଇଁ। ତ ପିଲାମାନେ ଆଜି ଅପେକ୍ଷା କରିକି ଅଛନ୍ତି ହିୟରିଂକୁ। ତ ନିହାତି ଭାବରେ ତ ଆଜି ପିଲାମାନେ ଅଛନ୍ତି SSB TGTକୁ ଅପେକ୍ଷା କରିକି, ବହୁତ ଜଲ୍ଦି ଆମର ହିୟରିଂ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ ହେବ। ଆଉ କେଉଁ ପିଲାମାନେ ଆସିବ ଦେବଗଡ଼ରୁ? ୟେସ୍। ଆଚ୍ଛା, କ'ଣ ନାଁଟା ଭାଇ ତୁମର? ମୋତେ ଦେବଗଡ଼ରୁ ଯିଏ ଆସିବ କହୁଥିଲ, ପ୍ଲିଜ୍ ତୁମ ନାଁଟା ମେନସନ୍ କରିବେ, ସୋ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଆମେ ଜାଣିପାରିବୁ ତୁମେ ଆସିବ ପ୍ରୋଟେଷ୍ଟକୁ। ପ୍ଲିଜ୍ ଦେବଗଡ଼ରୁ ଯିଏ କହୁଥିଲେ ଆସିବା ପାଇଁ, ଆପଣ ନିଜ ନାଁ ମେନସନ୍ କରନ୍ତୁ। ଦେବଗଡ଼ରୁ ଯିଏ ବି କହୁଥିଲେ ଆସିବେ ବୋଲି, ସେ ନିଜ ନାଁ ମେନସନ୍ କରନ୍ତୁ। ତ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ବି ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ ହେଇନି, ବ୍ରେକ୍ ଅଛି, ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ଦେଖାଉଛି ବ୍ରେକ୍ ଅଛି। ଦେବଗଡ଼ରୁ ଯିଏ ଆସିବେ କହୁଥିଲେ ସେ ନିଜ ନାଁ ମେନସନ୍ କରନ୍ତୁ। ଆଉ ସମସ୍ତେ ଭିଡ଼ିଓକୁ ଯଥେଷ୍ଟ ମାତ୍ରାରେ ଲାଇକ୍, ସେୟାର ଆଉ ଚ୍ୟାନେଲକୁ ସବସ୍କ୍ରାଇବ୍ କରନ୍ତୁ ହେଲା। ପ୍ରୋଟେଷ୍ଟ ଆମର ଏଇଟା ବଡ଼ ଧରଣର ହେବ। ହଁ, ପିନୁ ପ୍ରଧାନ କୁହନ୍ତୁ, ପ୍ରୋଟେଷ୍ଟକୁ ଆସିବେ ନା ନାହିଁ କୁହନ୍ତୁ ଆଗ, ତାପରେ ଅଲଗା କଥା। ଆଉ ଦେବଗଡ଼ରୁ ଯିଏ ଆସିବେ ତାଙ୍କ ନାଁ, ଦେବଗଡ଼ରୁ ଜଣେ ମୁଁ ଲେଖିଦେଉଛି, ଦେବଗଡ଼ରୁ ବି ଜଣେ ଆସିବେ। ଫରେଷ୍ଟ ଗାର୍ଡ଼ ଫାଇନାଲ୍ ଆନ୍ସର୍ କି ଜୁଲାଇ 1st ୱିକ୍। ନ ଆସିଲେ ଆମେ OSSS ଅଫିସ୍ ଯାଇକି ନିଜେ ମୁଁ ବୁଝିକି ଆସିବି ହେଲା, ଫାଇନାଲ୍ ଆନ୍ସର୍ କି କେବେ ଆସିବ ମୁଁ ନିଜେ ବୁଝିକି ଆସିବି OSSS ଅଫିସ୍ ଯାଇକି। ନିଜେ ବୁଝିକି ଆସିବି। ଆପଣମାନେ ସମସ୍ତେ ଟିକେ କମେଣ୍ଟ କରନ୍ତୁ। ଜୁଲାଇ 1st ୱିକ୍ ଭିତରେ ପଳେଇ ଆସିବ, 6-7 ଭିତରେ। ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଲାଇଭ୍ ହିୟରିଂ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ ହେଇଯିବ ଏସ୍ଏସ୍ବି ଲେକ୍ଚରର। ଯେଉଁମାନେ ବି ଲାଇଭ୍ ହିୟରିଂ ପାଇଁ ୱେଟ୍ କରିଥିଲେ, ମୁଁ ଆପଣମାନଙ୍କୁ ଲାଇଭ୍ ହିୟରିଂର ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟିଂ ପଏଣ୍ଟକୁ ନେଇଯାଉଛି ସୋ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଆପଣମାନେ ଲାଇଭ୍ ହିୟରିଂ ଦେଖିପାରିବେ ହେଲା। ଏସ୍ଏସ୍ବି ଟିଚି ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଲାଇଭ୍ ହିୟରିଂ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ କରିବ। ତାପରେ ଆପଣମାନେ ସବୁକିଛି ଦେଖିପାରିବେ। ହଁ, ତ କିଛି ପିଲା ଆସିକି ଏଠି ଓଲ୍ଟା ପାଲ୍ଟା କମେଣ୍ଟ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ଭାଇ କ'ଣ ନାଇଁ ଡିଜି ତମ ବାପା ଅଶ୍ୱିନୀ ଦାସ ଯିଏ ପଚାରୁଥିଲ, ଡିଜି ହେଉଛନ୍ତି ତମ ବାପା। ତୁମକୁ ସବୁ ଇନଫର୍ମେସନ୍ ଜଣାଅଛି, ତୁମେ ଦେଇଦିଅ। ଆଚ୍ଛା, ହଁ ରମଣ ନାୟକ କୁହ, ଆଉ କ'ଣ ଖବର? ଷ୍ଟାଲିନ୍, ତ ଆମର ଆଉ ଯଦି କ'ଣ ଡାଉଟ୍ ରହିଲା ପିଲାଙ୍କର ନିଶ୍ଚିନ୍ତ ଭାବରେ କମେଣ୍ଟ କରିବେ। ଆଉ କେଉଁମାନେ ପ୍ରୋଟେଷ୍ଟକୁ ସବୁ ଆସିବେ ନିଶ୍ଚିନ୍ତ ଭାବରେ 6 ତାରିଖ ପ୍ରୋଟେଷ୍ଟକୁ ଆମର ନିଶ୍ଚିନ୍ତ ଭାବରେ କମେଣ୍ଟ କରନ୍ତୁ। ଓଆଇଏସ୍ଏଫ୍ ପାଇଁ ଏଜ୍ ରିଲାକ୍ସେସନ୍ ନିଶ୍ଚିନ୍ତ ଭାବରେ ଆମେ ଡିମାଣ୍ଡ କରିବା। ଅଧିକା ଏଜ୍ କେମିତି ପିଲାଙ୍କୁ ମିଳିବ ସେଇଟା ଡିମାଣ୍ଡ କରିବା ନିଶ୍ଚିନ୍ତ ଭାବରେ। କେଉଁଟା ବବିତା ବାଗ୍ଚି, କେଉଁ ଏକ୍ଜାମ୍ କଥା କହୁଛ? ମୋତେ ଟିକେ କ୍ଲିଅର୍ କର। ଆଚ୍ଛା, ଓଆଇଏସ୍ଏଫ୍ ପାଇଁ, ହଁ ଓଆଇଏସ୍ଏଫ୍ ପାଇଁ ବି ପ୍ରୋଟେଷ୍ଟ ହେଉଛି। ଆଉ କେଉଁଠୁ ସବୁ ଆସିବ ମୋତେ ଟିକେ କମେଣ୍ଟ କର। ଫରେଷ୍ଟ ଗାର୍ଡ଼ ଫାଇନାଲ୍ ଆନ୍ସର୍ କି ଆସିଯିବ, ଏ ଜୁଲାଇ ଫାର୍ଷ୍ଟ ୱିକ୍ ଭିତରେ ଆସିଯିବ। ସମସ୍ତେ ଟିକେ ଲାଇକ୍ କର। ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ବହୁତ ଜଲ୍ଦି ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଏସ୍ଏସ୍ବି ଟିଚର ହିୟରିଂ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ ହେବ। ୱାନ୍ସ ହିୟରିଂ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ ହେଇଗଲେ ମୁଁ ହିୟରିଂ ହିଁ ଦେଖେଇବି, ଆଉ କମେଣ୍ଟ ନେଇପାରିବିନି। ଢେଙ୍କାନାଳରୁ ଜ୍ୟାକ୍ସପାର ଆସିବ ପ୍ରୋଟେଷ୍ଟକୁ। ଆଚ୍ଛା, ଢେଙ୍କାନାଳରୁ ବି ଜଣେ ଆସିବେ। ନାଁ କ'ଣ? ଜ୍ୟାକ୍ସପାର ନାଁଟା କ'ଣ ଆପଣଙ୍କର? ଟିକେ କମେଣ୍ଟ କରନ୍ତୁ। ଆଉ ଭିଡ଼ିଓକୁ ଯଥେଷ୍ଟ ମାତ୍ରାରେ ଲାଇକ୍, ଭିଡ଼ିଓକୁ ସେୟାର, ଚ୍ୟାନେଲକୁ ସବସ୍କ୍ରାଇବ୍ ନିଶ୍ଚିନ୍ତ ଭାବରେ କରିବେ, ଯେଉଁଟାକି ଆପଣଙ୍କର ସପୋର୍ଟ ନିହାତି ଭାବରେ ଆମର ଦରକାର। ଅମିତ ଆମର ଢେଙ୍କାନାଳରୁ ପ୍ରୋଟେଷ୍ଟକୁ ଆସିବେ ସେ କହିଛନ୍ତି। ତ ଆଉ କେଉଁ ଭାଇମାନେ ଆସିବେ ସେମାନେ ନିଶ୍ଚିନ୍ତ ଭାବରେ କମେଣ୍ଟ କରିବେ। ଆଉ କେଉଁମାନେ ଆସିବେ ନିଶ୍ଚିନ୍ତ ଭାବରେ କମେଣ୍ଟ କରିବେ। ଠିକ୍ ଅଛି। ୟେସ୍, ରମଣ ନାୟକ ଆମର ବି ଷ୍ଟାଲିନ୍ ଆସୁଛନ୍ତି ପ୍ରୋଟେଷ୍ଟକୁ। ଫରେଷ୍ଟ ଗାର୍ଡ଼ର ଫାଇନାଲ୍ ଆନ୍ସର୍ କି ଆସିବ ଜୁଲାଇ 7 ଭିତରେ ହେଲା। ଜୁଲାଇ 7 ଭିତରେ ଆସିଲା ପରେ ତାପରେ ରେଜଲ୍ଟ ଆସିବ। ହେଲା, ଫାଇନାଲ୍ ଆନ୍ସର୍ କି ଆସିବ ଜୁଲାଇ 7 ଭିତରେ, ତାପରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ରେଜଲ୍ଟ ଆସିବ। ବୁଝିପାରିଲେ? ହଁ, ମୁଁ କହିଦେବି ସାର୍ଙ୍କ ସହିତ ମୁଁ କଥା ହେବି। ସୈନିକ ସାର୍ଙ୍କର ପିଲା ବି ଆସିବେ, ମୁଁ କଥା ହେବି ସେଇଟା। ପ୍ରଜ୍ଞା ଭାଇ ବି ପିଲାଙ୍କୁ ନେଇକି ଆସୁଛନ୍ତି। ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଆମେ ହଁ, ମୁଁ ବୁଝିବି, ଅଫିସରୁ ବୁଝିଦେବି ଲେଟ୍ କ'ଣ ପାଇଁ ହେଉଛି ସେଇ ବିଷୟରେ ବି ପିଲାମାନେ ପଚାରୁଛନ୍ତି। ନେଟୱାର୍କର ଇସ୍ୟୁ अच्छा ठीक अच्छे सब पिला अनुरोध बर्तमान टी वीडियो को यथेष मात्रा लाइक शेयर चैनल को सब्सक्राइब निश्चित भाव में करदे सो दैट समस्त पाक अपडेट पहुँची जहाँ भी अच्छी है समस्त पाक अपडेट पहुँची समस्ते टी लाइक शेयर चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दिंतु बर्तमान एसएसबी पहुँची समस्ते टी लाइक शेयर चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दिंतु बर्तमान एसएसबी टीजीटी लेक्चर हियरिंग बहुत जल्दी आम स्टार्ट होगा जाऊँगी कौन रोचे केस अपडेट आउ के सबकि कनक्लूसिव जहाँ भी रिजल्ट आम जीव अच्छा प्रभु बारिक आसुँच प्रभु बारिक कौ जगार आप आसवे टे प्लीज काइंडली आप जनइमे प्रभु बारिक आसुँच कौ जगार आसवे कौ डिस्ट्रिक्ट आपंकर मत काइंडली जनइमे प्रभु बारिक डिस्ट्रिक्ट ना प्लीज प्रभु बारिक भी आसुँच कौ डिस्ट्रिक्ट टे प्लीज जनइमे प्रभु बारिक हाँ बफरिंग टी नेटवर्क इश्यू रहा कौ डिस्ट्रिक्ट रू टे प्लीज जनइमे भद्रक रू बहुत पिला रेस्पॉन्स आसूची भद्रक रू तो बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सब पिला देवी आ बहुत जल्दी आम कोर्ट केस स्टार्ट हो तो एसएसबी टीजीटी पिला निश्चिंत भाव में मुझे भी आपण मानक देखी है तो निश्चिंत भाव में एसएसबी टीजीटी लेक्चर पिला मानकर हियरिंग भी स्टार्ट होगा जाऊँगी आ समस्त लाइक करे भाई आप कहते ओ ट्रिपल ऑफिस जाइए हाँ मुझे ओ ट्रिपल सी ऑफिस जाइए निश्चिंत भाव में मु बुझिकी आसबि सेटा निश्चिंत भाव में मुझे तेणु मुझी से बुझिकी आसबि जोटा भी मुझे है एज रिलैक्सेशन स्टेप निया जो मैंने भी 4 वर्ष अच्छी एज रिलैक्सेशन से मैंने आसवे ऑन द स्पॉट आम स्टेप नहीं जीवु सो दैट आपण बेनिफिट रहिबो एज रिलैक्सेशन बहुत बड़ स्टेप आम नवा को जाऊँ से दिन ही नवा को जाऊँ तो ठीक अच्छे नहीं सोनाली पचार आज सोनाली सा भई देखो फाइनल रिजल्ट जोटा पचार जुलाई फर्स्ट वीक पर्यंत टे वेट करूँ कौन पे आरआई रो एग्जाम एवं कनक्लूड हो तेणु मे बी प्रोसेस टिके लगे आउ एथि सहित हियरिंग स्टार्ट हो गला एसएसबी टीजीटी लेक्चर तो आशा करी सब पिला
you are using this line, you must pay me something. So we decided that we will pay them annually 40 lakhs of rupees. You Lordship did not write that, it's all there, I'll come there. 40 lakhs of rupees, we used to pay them every month. And every year. And that arrangement continued. Now that agreement said that it is for 20 years. This, I was allowed to use this, I was using the line. I want to now formalize it by way of an agreement. Now, under that agreement, you pay me 40 lakhs every year and you use this line. Your Lordship knows these lines are ultimately managed. How many wagons will go, how wagons will go, who will run it, who will maintain it. For everything, HIW in its old avatar used to pay the dues and I used to pay them 40 lakhs. Now, what happens, my lords? This agreement came in 2002, it came in June 2002. In 2005, the DGSD's client said, now we want to ratify and standardize all these railway sightings which are going on in the country. Because ultimately they administer everything. So they said in 2005 that let us have an agreement between HIW in its previous avatar and ECOR, East Coast Railways. And since I was using this line also, this railway siding and the railway line, I was made a party to that agreement as a user, as a co-user. So the agreement in clause 15C said that Hindalco will be a co-user, and in the event HIW does not pay, then Hindalco will be liable to pay all these dues. Now this
who are parties to that agreement? Who are all parties?
My lord, HIW works in its old avatar, that means the government avatar, and ECOR, my learned friend's client, Railway, Indian East Coast Railways. So we are now all on the previous avatar. And the 2005 agreement also said, my lords, because you are using a railway asset, it said it will go back to the date from which it has started, A. And further, it also said, my lords, that you will use this as a co-user because Hirakud Industrial Works in its old avatar has also said that you are using this line, or it has permitted you to use this line. Now, in 2007, there is a privatization. So, your Lordship will only recollect one more thing I missed out. These infrastructures were all created prior to 2007. Prior to 2005, 2002, everything. So, definitely prior to 2007, when this was an asset of the state government. Whether it was railways money or it was IDCO's money, it was a public asset.
सर जुलाई 7 सुधा परोक्ष आंसर की आसी जीवा
This is privatized. Once it is privatized, my lords, now it becomes HIW in its new avatar. An amount of 7
आज फाइनल रिजल्ट आसीबो
was paid
सोनाली
for this
साहब
asset.
एडी पर लाइव वीडियो देखनो
Just correct.
एडी लाइव वीडियो
was
12
there
number
was a
channel.
transfer, and there
Amo
was
channel
spate
में
of
अपना
litigations
देखिए
happened. Between whom and whom, minutes? Between the union and HIW in its new avatar.
जहाँ भी डाउट अछि भी मु क्लियर
The
करी
union said that what about our dues?
लाइक टी खाली कर
So
दियो
they wanted,
शेयर कर दियो
the union said the workers should be paid their due. Now, spate of litigations happened in various courts, right from your Lordship's court, DLC court, Supreme Court, everywhere. They were told to pay the dues. And when they took over this company, they promised two things. One, we shall pay all the area dues. This is in 2006. And we will invest money and make this asset run. Kindly note, my lord, this industry will run. Whoever takes over industry, what is the premise? I will run this and I will pay your workers. Till date, my lords, neither has happened. From 2007, admittedly, non-functional, so therefore you have no use of this line. Only if an industry runs, they will use this railway line. So from 2007 onwards, undisputably, I am the only person using this railway track and making payments to my learned friend. Even today, HIW does not. HIW in its old avatar, its new avatar, it does not require this trade bill. So 2000 agreement was 2002. It expires in 2022. 20 years. 20 years. So they now come and tell me that you pay us. Discussions happened, and I am told, my lords, no solution could be found out. Now your lordship will ask me, why were your clients wanting to pay? So from the industry, you have an agreement. We thought, let's buy peace. What's the point? I'm running a factory. You may run it one day, we don't know. So, my lords, then what happened? That at one point of time, there was a liability which was frozen by your lordship's court, some 46 crores or something. How much is that? 45 crores to be paid. Your lordship directed you pay that money to HIW in the new avatar. Then they went to the apex court. SLP got dismissed. Then I said, then your lordship told the DLC, you make a bid, auction it, sell it. while this process started, Virat, they set up, and I say this with great respect and they set up somebody, a company called
ଆସିଯିବ ଜୁଲାଇ ସେ ଆସିବ
Mandakini, who goes to the NCA and starts the proceeding. Again, McLeod was the side party. What happened? I interviewed. So what happened in that proceeding? Because there was a moratorium under that act, all these proceedings, namely auction, this project, pay, everything came to a halt. That proceeding they succeed. I go to NCLAT. NCLAT says three things. NCLAT says initiation of the proceeding is bad. Then they said the resolution professional, he also lost his license. And they said it's a collusive litigation. And they said that person and HIW, the present respondent, they both are liable to pay 50 lakhs of rupees as penalty. All this to only show their conduct. Now, none of this, although the names of the petitions were stated in the writ petition minutes, the consequential order which flowed therefrom was never told to the Lordship. That's another point I'll come to. Now, therefore, my lords, they now write a letter to Igor that, look here, that 20 years has expired. Who is this gentleman? How can he work? From 2007, you are not using this line. Now, the only way you can pressurize me to pay you something is to say that you go, I will not use it. I have not used it from 2007. I will also not allow you to use it. But two questions I ask myself. You don't use it, I don't use it. Who uses it? Somebody has to use it. It's a public infrastructure. The railways must earn some money. The workers employed by the railways, they should earn some money. Not even on public interest, I was allowed to run it. So what Igor said, first they asked me, I said, look, there's a matter pending before the Appellate Authority NCLAT. This is a status quo order. And after the NCLAT proceedings were over, they granted me permission to use the line. Because they realized from 2007 onwards, it is only this company which is using the line. It is this company which is paying us the freight. It is this company which is maintaining the line. And it is this company who are paying our workers. But there are two conditions in the agreement which has been executed by HIW in its new avatar and Igor, where I am described as a co-user.
Are you a signatory?
I am a signatory. I have signed it.
You are a signatory, or one of the covenant in the agreement is in your.
That is also there. I have also signed as a witness. As a witness. No, you are actually right. I have not signed.
Privity of contracts.
Privity of contract, the contract itself says, but there are two submissions. One is, I am a beneficiary of the contract. Kindly give me half a minute. In the alternative, there is a clause called 19C. And 19C says that Igor retains the right to allow anyone payment of money or payment of dues to HIW in its old avatar or new avatar. So there are two submissions to your lordship. One is under 15C, I will be permitted to continue to use this line till such time the agreement subsists. Because the agreement also says the manner in which it will be altered. For example, what fell from your lordship's hand very rightly, that after 25 to after 2022, because he gave you the consent, you are a co-user. Let's put it at the highest against me. Let us say at the highest against me, in 2002 he had an agreement with me, and in the agreement between Igor and HIW, there is a clause that I am a co-user because he has consented for that. The learned signature says, look,
Who has consented for that?
HIW in the old of that.
There is one famous book on law contract. Cheshire before
एसएसबी लेक्चर रो स्टेटस अछि
they have
वर्तमान
discussed this aspect of the law.
12 नंबर केस रो हियरिंग चली छी
They
आ
differentiate
7टा केस पर एसएसबी लेक्चर रो हियरिंग स्टार्ट हे जिवो
Yes, fellows.
एई कोर्ट रे मु लाइव देखौ छी आपन को टिके रहि जानतु आ किछ समय भीतर आपनकर एसएसबी लेक्चर रो हियरिंग स्टार्ट हेबो आ जेके कोन मेसेज करथिले डिलीट हे जाय छी आ थरे मेसेज
No,
करू
no, not that. You may be a beneficiary.
Yes, not that.
That per se will not make you
वीडियो को लाइक करंतु वीडियो को शेयर करंतु और चैनल को टिके सब्सक्राइब कर दियंतु
satisfy the requirement of doctrine of brevity of contract.
Well, may I put it slightly different. Subject to lordship's kind consideration. Light is always there. All that I'm saying is that you have a contract under which there are two clauses. One clause says that because my learned friend's client previous avatar had consented for me to use the line and I was described as a co-user,
Consented with whom?
to him.
Correct.
Yes.
What is your right?
No, because if the agreement itself said I am a co-user on his consent. Well, let me put it like this. Now that agreement has not come to an end. There are two ways that agreement can come to an end. Not the agreement expires. Doesn't have an expiry date, but there are several clauses under which it can be determined. Let us say the agreement is determined matter over. Or, my lords, HIW now says to the court that we want to amend this agreement because I don't want this gentleman to be there anymore. My dear my lords, there is one clause which is 15B. I will come to that. So that says that how the contract is to be modified. Now therefore, my lords, if I was HIW, I would write to the railways that I no longer am withdrawing my consent so far as Hindalco is concerned, and therefore please amend this clause. One way of doing it.
Let us see how that clause reads.
Would you lordships kindly see, Willis?
Can anybody take out that book from the Google? Cheshire Freefood type.
We will try and do it right away, Willis.
Just take out.
Yes. If your lordships come to page 110.
Perhaps you don't have much stake in this matter. Your apple
There's a fight between both the parties.
Your apple card is safe.
Only that he has only that his order is saved you, which has been set aside. Yes. The lordship may see para.
Let us see the text of that clause under which
Yes.
you want to
Would your lordship see 110? This is annexure 1.
clause.
Annexure 4, page 110 is the relevant page. This is the copy of the private side agreement dated 28/9/2005.
Clause number.
If your lordship sees clause number 33.
Alteration.
Yes.
Variation of the agreement.
Except as hereby provided, any verbal or written arrangement abandoning, varying or supplementing this agreement or any terms thereof shall be deemed to be conditional and shall not be binding on the railway administration unless and until the same is endorsed on this agreement or incorporated in a formal instrument and signed by the parties thereto. Until then the railway administration shall have the right to repudiate such arrangement. Amendments. This amendment. Now let us see what is the clause on which I was relying, not 15C. 15D. Your lordship may see 15B minutes.
15B.
Yes. 15 heading is siding not to be used by other person. Now there are several restrictions in this agreement in which the owner has very restricted ownership because railway has a supervening power over everything. Let me read B. The applicant is forbidden to assign, transfer or sublet in any manner whatsoever either whole or any part of the siding. Kindly note, they on their own violation couldn't have done that. without the prior written permission of the railway administration, the booking and delivery of traffic of the co-user of the siding shall be governed by the same
ये
rules
केसटा
and
सलाइन ना
regulations
केसटा सरनी
as
केस जति
applicable to the side owner
इसे
as
सेम
far as
केसटा ना
levy of freight and other charges are
काइंडली
concerned. Let
क्लियर
us stop
रिप्लाई
here.
करिए
It starts with an injunction
तमने 14
that
नंबर
you
केस
cannot do
आछिनी
it. May I read
ये
it
12
like this?
नंबर
It
केस
started with
चलती
an
है
evidence.
Next, may I request you?
I'll read the
The siding owners.
I'll just read further minutes. The booking and so and so and so and so.
The siding.
And the regulates to
ये
the
केसटा
siding
सही सेम
owner
केसटा
as
चली
far
ना
as levy of freight and other charges are concerned. Now let me read the next
काइंडली क्लियर
sentence.
रिप्लाई करिए
The siding owner shall give a written undertaking that
ये
Hindalco
सेम केस
Limited,
ना अलग केस
name of the party, etc., has been allowed
दीटा 26
to
हे लाइन
use the HIW siding owned by him with his consent. And
Has
yes, has allowed. Yes, has allowed because it was already there. And your lordship has seen that clearly. And the co-user, that is me. So I have been obligated under the agreement to do certain things also. So not only I am going to use, but the agreement also casts upon me as obligation. Kindly see what is it not? And the co-user will be responsible for the payment of railway dues that may accrue as a result of granting of such facility. So you, Hindalco,
whether there is definition of co-user.
will come there.
Agreement.
I'll just check in a minute. No, let me finish now.
Yes, there is. No, unless we understand.
Yeah.
We will not be.
Yes, so let us get to co-user.
There must be something because the railway has been there since right.
Well, let me check, if it is different.
There must be.
Is it different? No, it's not different. It's not different.
It's just named. It's just named in that place, in that clause which your lordship's read. It's not defined in the agreement.
So, what it says is, 15C, if your lordships kindly come back, not C, if your lordship don't mind. 15D, 15B, all that it says is that ordinarily you cannot have anybody other than you to use this thing. Except the, however, on your consent, we have now allowed Hindalco to work as a co-user. Namely, you will use this line, the siding owner shall have a written undertaking that Hindalco Industries Limited has been allowed to use the HIW siding owned by him with his consent. Now kindly stop here minutes. It did not end there. What it did further, and that the co-user will be responsible. So I am somebody in the contract also, because if he doesn't pay me ordinarily, if I was working on his behalf, I would pay to him. The responsibility of payment, dues, etc. was not mine. But this agreement says, you co-user, if the original party does not pay, a responsibility is cast upon you to then pay. And from 2007, and we are now in 2026, so almost from 19 years, I have been paying the railways and this track is only running for me. See one more clause kindly, minutes, clause 19. Maintenance, freight, upgradation, everything is mine. Now kindly see clause 19 minutes at page 104. My lords have it.
Yes.
Now railway administration's rights regarding using of the siding. My lords have it.
Yes.
Kindly see C. Let me read here minutes. In addition to any other rights, powers and liberties herein provided for, the railway administration shall have the following rights, powers and liberties over and in connection with the siding of or any extension or part thereof. Namely, to use the siding or extension, any extension or part thereof for any purposes of the railway administration, free of charge or any remuneration to the applicant. So therefore,
Railway can make use of it.
it.
So, of course, see the first party, therefore it is.
Correct, I'm grateful. Kindly see B. To connect or allowed to be connected with the siding or any extension or part thereof any other siding or sidings branching or extended therefrom, which may have been constructed or which may hereafter be constructed by or under an authority of the railway administration for any other person or persons whomsoever or for other purposes of railway administration, and to make or allow such alterations as will be necessary to effect such connections. But suppose there is somebody new who wants to use this track, and one track is to come, that they can also join with this line.
To make maximum utilization of their property.
I'm grateful.
Yes.
Now kindly see me, let's see now.
To use or permit.
To use or permit the use of the siding or any extension or part thereof for the traffic of any other person or persons other than the applicant, and to work traffic over the siding or extension part thereof to and from any other siding or sidings of branches or extension therefrom, which may be constructed as jointly with the traffic of the applicant, upon payment by such person or persons to the applicant of either such portion of the cost originally paid by the applicant to the railway administration in respect of the land and subgrade work or such tollage for such use as aforesaid, as may be decided by the general manager for the time being in force of the railway administration or other officers having been nominated by him, whose decision shall be final, conclusive, binding on the applicant as to whether the portion of the aforesaid cost shall be payable, and if so, the amount thereof, or whether tollage shall be payable, and if so, the amount thereof. The submission to your lordship is this, friends. Tomorrow, forget me. I had the consent of my learned friend's client to use this land, and a third party comes. He says, I want to use this line, and consent is refused. Am I clear, my lords? Railway retains the authority, as your lordship said, for full and optimal utilization of the asset, because the asset has to be utilized. It's a public asset. So they will say that, okay, I now allow Mr. Parija to use this line with or without your consent. However,
You should pay money to the other party.
he will pay money to the other.
As may be decided by the
As will be decided. Now take a case, minutes. The only exception which I can think of is suppose a line is already flooded with so much of cargo of all the existing parties.
They want to go for another.
Yes. So therefore, minutes, 19C is also a power retained by the railways.
But you have not paid. You have paid money to directly to the railway itself.
From 2007.
That's true.
Yes.
But C speaks of payment to the applicant.
Well, who is the applicant? Where is he? Is difference in 2007? He's not there. He waits. He does not ask me money. He waits for the 2022. The 2002 agreement, that is 19, how much? From 7 to 22 is how many years? 15 years later, somebody who is a party in the proceeding before the NCLT, he writes to me, please pay. The submission is this. So, till gives me a right, till that agreement is altered. However, in any event, 19 gives the railway the authority to allow me to use this line. What the learned single judge says is that without the consent of the applicant, you cannot use this. So, the submission to your lordship is this: that from 2007, the petitioner before the learned single judge is a defunct organization. His conduct is such that he deserves no equity. I know I'm pitching it high, and the reasons are this: the industry has not run. You took over a public infrastructure. You have not done anything in the last 2 decades. You now come to realize that this man's 20 years is over. I may not be there. I may not be using that railway siding. else in the world is using the railway siding. But now you sit with me and you ask me for some astronomical figures. There's a lot on record. I don't want to go into that. The submission is you cannot tell me that you cannot say that because I withdrawn my consent, because the 22 agreement is there, right? You cannot, railways cannot permit you to use this line anymore. So one, my lords, is his locus. Two, it is his conduct, and I will show that. It's all there in the list of dates. And third, in any case, my lords, it is not railway which is driving me out of this arrangement.
Applicant is.
It is the applicant who has gone to your lordship's courts, the learned single judge, and the learned single judge is pleased to say that no, he is withdrawn consent. All the 15B stands as it was in 2005 and now. 19 is looked into, but 19 also has been interpreted, right? To mean that it requires consent. So the learned single judge reads consent into 19. I don't find minutes it's anywhere in 19. And what does the railway tell the learned single judge?
19C.
Yes.
Arguably may not, subject to what your friend will say.
Yes, yes.
Arguably may not warrant a consent.
Yes.
But it warrants consideration.
Yes, no issue, minutes. Whatever consideration your lordship fix, minutes. Whatever your lordship, or your lordship may say railway administration will fix a consent, no issue at all. Your lordship says you pay that 40,000, 40 lakhs or whatever you are paying per year and add something more to that. I am happy, minutes. I have come here to industry. I say, please don't paralyze my industry. But I can understand a petitioner coming to go and say that, look, this line has a capacity of 10 wagons. I was earlier at that point of time using 4 wagons. Today I wish to engage 20 wagons. Please, I am withdrawing the consent. Kindly see, brother. I am withdrawing the consent because this line does not have any carrying capacity of 20. I built it. At that time I did not require this infrastructure. I gave it to him. Now I am withdrawing it. That's not the case. The case is you pay me, and because you will not pay me, then I withdraw consent. I can't run, you can't run. Net with great respect. The judgment of the learned single judge says 3 things. You can't operate, namely me. He is not in a position to operate for the last 20 years. Third, let railway starve. Let public interest suffer. Let this line also become a scrap. And let the workers not be paid. Which worker? Not railway workers. I am not this worker for the time. The net result will be what, Milord? Is this equity? But I ask myself that kindly just visualize if the judgment of the learned single judge is not set aside, 3 consequences will follow. I am debarred. He has not used it in 20 years. Nothing has been told to your lordship that you want to use it tomorrow. And third, that whole public infrastructure, admittedly, this infrastructure was created prior to privatization. Who paid for it? Either government of Odisha paid for it or the government of India paid for it. So public money. And if the line is used, yes, I gain commercially, but railway also earns trade. But I employed 10,000 people. And I am one of the oldest industries in the state. But kindly visualize, is this public interest? Is this equity?
Kindly come to the second part of clause C of 19.
Yes, sir. The railway administration there. The railway administration shall collect such proportionate cost on behalf of the applicant, but shall not be responsible for collecting tollage in and or on behalf of the applicant, but the applicant may enter into an agreement with the person or persons who have been permitted. So railway is now allowing somebody to come in.
No, it may be you also.
Yeah, it could be me. Yes. Now I'm taking it to me because railway has exercised. What is not a challenge is an order passed by the railways permitting me. said that read that order into 19, forget 15B. I say 15B, but even otherwise under 19. So please have an agreement with me and collect whatever you want.
Let us read it again.
Let us read it again. The railway administration shall collect such proportionate cost on behalf of the applicant, but shall not be responsible for collection of tollage for and on behalf of the applicant, but the applicant may enter into agreement with the person or persons who have been permitted to use the siding or part thereof by the railway administration on payment by the letter of tollage. I am grateful to you, Lord. I am eternally grateful. So what this says is, without you, I can allow somebody to work. However, you are given the right to collect tollage from me. May I read it again? The railway administration shall collect such proportionate cost on behalf of the applicant. Right, Lord? This is one part. But shall not be responsible for collection of tollage for and on behalf of the applicant. So tollage is what he was entitled to. I will not collect tollage from the applicant, but the applicant may enter into an agreement with person or persons who have been permitted to use the siding or part thereof by the railway administration on payment of
SSB केस
letter
अच्छी 20 नंबर
payment
सीरियल
by the letter of
ଆଉ ଏଇ କୋର୍ଟର 4ଟାରେ
So then,
ବନ୍ଦ ହେଇଯିବ ତେଣୁ ଆଜି ଯଦି ସ୍ପିଡରେ ହିୟରିଂ ନ ହୁଏ ଏସଏସବି କେସର ହିୟରିଂ ବି ଆଜି ବହୁତ କଷ୍ଟ ହବ ହିୟରିଂ ହବାର କିନ୍ତୁ ମୋତେ ଆଶା ଅଛି ଆଜି ହିୟରିଂ ପଡ଼ିଯିବ ଏସଏସବି କେସରେ। ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ କଥା କହିଦଉଛି ଏସଏସବି ପିଲାଙ୍କୁ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଡେଟ୍ ମିଳିବ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ହେଲା ଆଜି ଫଇସଲା ହେଇପାରିବନି କ'ଣ ପାଇଁ ନା କେସରେ ଟାଇମିଂ ଓଭର ହେଇଯିବା ଉପରେ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଡେଟ୍ ମିଳିବ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଏଇଟା ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ 12 ନମ୍ବର ସିରିଏଲ ଚାଲିଛି ଏସଏସବି କେସ୍ 20 ନମ୍ବର ସିରିଏଲ ବୁଝିଲ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ହଉଛି ତମର ଟାଇମ କେତେ ହେଲା 2:43 4ଟା ବେଳକୁ ଏଇ କୋର୍ଟ ବନ୍ଦ ହେଇଯିବ ହେଲା 4ଟାରେ ଏଇ କୋର୍ଟ ବନ୍ଦ ହେଇଯିବ ଅତି ଏକ୍ସେପସନାଲ କେସରେ ଅଧିକ ଯାଏ କିନ୍ତୁ 4ଟା ଯାଏ ବନ୍ଦ ହେଇଯିବ ତେଣୁ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ତମର ବୁଝିପାରିଲେ ତ 4ଟାରେ ଏଇ କୋର୍ଟ ବନ୍ଦ ହେଇଯିବ এটা 12 নম্বর সিরিয়ালର କେସଟା এটা ଗୋଟେ ମାନେ କମ୍ପେନସେସନ ଗ୍ରାଉଣ୍ଡର କେସଟା ହେଲା ରେଲୱେର ତେଣୁ ଆଜି ଯଦି ସ୍ପିଡରେ ନ ଚାଲେ ଏସଏସବି କେସ୍ ପାଇଁ କାଲି କୁ ୱେଟ୍ କରିବାକୁ ପଡ଼ିବ।
When what is provided in the contract is apparent, question of frustrating the agreement will not be. It will be part of the package.
Let us look at it another way. From 2007 till now, he has not collected tollage.
ସମସ୍ତେ ଟିକେ ଲାଇକ୍ କରିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ଭିଡ଼ିଓକୁ ଲାଇକ୍ ସେୟାର ଚ୍ୟାନେଲକୁ ସବସ୍କ୍ରାଇବ୍ କରିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ଯାହା ଅପଡେଟ୍ ଥିବ ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଦେଇଦେବି।
How can that take?
I have paid to the railways. Yes, Phillips.
You have paid it to railways. When we see the second of 19C,
Yes, Phillips.
does not contemplate you remitting the amount to.
No, but that is how it has happened. My submission to your lordship is this.
That
Let us put it like this, Phillips. The submission to your lordship's kind consideration is this. Are we to say that once the applicant has a line, right? The whole of 19A and B, A, B and C. What is the purpose of 19? Let us understand why 19 was it. Why what is 19?
ସମସ୍ତେ ଟିକେ ଲାଇକ୍ କରିଦେବେ ଭିଡ଼ିଓକୁ
Allows the
ସେୟାର କରିବେ ଆଉ
railways
ଟିକେ ସବସ୍କ୍ରାଇବ୍
to
କରିବେ
retain
ଆପଣ
certain
ଗ୍ରୁପରେ
rights
ଟିକେ ସେୟାର
over the siding.
ଭିଡ଼ିଓକୁ ଟିକେ ଲାଇକ୍
Right, Milord?
ଚ୍ୟାନେଲକୁ ଟିକେ ସବସ୍କ୍ରାଇବ୍
That right, Milord, the right which is prescribed here is a bundle of rights. What are the rights? This is the line. I want somebody from here to come and join here. This is one right. I can permit somebody else to use this line also, subject to traffic constraints, etc., etc. Although it is not seen, it has to be there. However, reading that what I'm saying is, suppose, forget our case. Suppose there is a track of 20 miles, right, Milord? And that track has a carrying capacity capacity of 100 wagons a day. Right, my lords? It can't take anything more than 100. So, their railway will have to have, will can't decide tomorrow that I will allow somebody to use another 50 rakes each. Although they have the power. So
समझ के
that
तुझे
power
लाइव
has to
कर
be
देंगे
reasonably exercised under this agreement. Now we are at a situation where I say two things. I say that under clause 15b, certain rights have been conferred on me. Now railways
समस्त
is
को
not a
अनुरोध
party
करिए
to the
डबल टैप करिए
2002
ଟିକେ लाइक
agreement.
करिए
Kindly not forget
वीडियो
2002.
को शेयर
Railways says in
करिए
the counter affidavit
केस रो अपडेट
that we
बहुत
are not
जल्दी
a
ମୁଁ
party
देबी
to 2002. We have
ଆଜି
nothing to do with 2000.
ଯାହା ବି
2002
अपडेट
is
ଅଛି
some
सब
bilateral
କିଛି ମୁଁ
agreement
ପ୍ରୋଭାଇଡ
whoever
କରିବି
between you and me, we are not concerned. Because you gave a consent, kindly note, my lords, that agreement does not refer to 2002 at all. It said you consented, I agree, to make him a party to this agreement as a co-user, or I be beneficiary to this agreement as a co-user, and he has certain obligations. Now that 15B or 15C stands as of now, it is there. It is just because, kindly see, 2005, this agreement was entered into. Till 2022, no consent was withdrawn. Now therefore, my lords, unless we construe this reasonably, the effect is this. He will say, I will not use it, you will not use it, now you have to pay me the sky, or forget it. Lord, your lordships are equity court. Your lordships are a court of equity. Ultimately, your lordships will have to balance equities and see what is fair and proper. What is good for, what is in the benefit of all of us.
Will not contract exclude equity?
No, Lord, it will not. When your lordship jurisdictions are wide. Ultimately, 226, my lords, is always an equitable relief.
Equitable relief is one thing.
Yes, my lords.
Equity is another.
My lord,
Equity,
yes.
any standard book
Yes.
smells equity,
Yes.
which impressed Lord Mahatma Gandhi.
Yes, my lords.
Equity is justice, divorce statute, or divorce law.
Yes. My lord, agreement can't be above that. The threshold has to be much lower for an agreement than the law. The law may be the legislature or the parliament be there. All that I'm saying is this. My rights flow from. Let us not mix up 2002 and 2005. 2002 is nowhere mentioned in 2005. Minus 2002, there could have been in 2005 also. Assume, my lords, I would have come in 2004 December to HIW and said that, look, I want to be a co-user. Please grant.
How this contention is treated by the learned single judge?
My lord, the learned single judge says very simply that because 2002 has come to an end, Tata bye-bye to you. He says you were born out of 2002, you will die in 2002. 2002 came to an end in 2022, you are over it. Now this is responsible.
Yes. But that is knowledge.
Yes. So therefore, I will. That does this clause therefore say that once there is an applicant and there is a railway siding, all the rights of users of that railway siding are foreclosed. Is foreclosed. Is only with the applicant and none else. Even if the applicant does not use it, still railways
12 number
cannot
hearing
assign
ଚାଲିଛି
anyone else to use this railway siding.
ଆମର ପ୍ରୋଟେଷ୍ଟ ହେବ ଜୁଲାଇ 6 ତାରିଖରେ
Yes, sir.
ଲୋୟର ପିଏଫସି
Therefore, the agreement.
ଆମେ ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣରକୁ ଦେଖା କରିବାକୁ ଯିବୁ
Let's see, minutes. Why? What? Let us see 15. You actually wanted to say 15B. Let us see that again. My lord, your lordships will get at page 102. My lordships have it, minutes. I'm sorry. Yes. Kindly see how it starts. The applicant is forbidden. My lordships have that. Assign, transfer, inward or outward side, other than that of the applicant's works. So even they can't do it for anybody else. Only your own work. At any time, be sent over the siding by the applicant, except with the prior written permission of the railway administration, and the applicant undertakes not to permit any other person whatsoever to use the siding and not take or receive or permit any other person to take or receive from any other person whomsoever any consideration or remuneration or any sort of or in respect of carrying off any commodity over any other person purpose whomsoever in connection with the railway siding, except with the prior written permission of railways. Kindly see, let me read it again. There's something more to it. No traffic, inward or outward, other than the applicant work, shall at any time be sent over the railway siding by the applicant, except with the prior permission of the railway. Let us stop here. I am the applicant, I am the owner, part owner, full owner, whatever. Now, even though I am the owner, whatever I will do with their consent. Even I cannot use it for any other purpose other than my own goods. So therefore, my lords, whatever the applicant will always be with the prior approval of the railway administration. My lord, why? He is the owner. Why shall railway be given the right?
For the time being, the applicant. But railway has the right.
I am great reserve. And your lordships have also to see, Mills, that this agreement was entered into at a time when this asset was admittedly created by a public infrastructure. It was either the railway or the state government's infrastructure. Now let me read further. Whomsoever to use the siding and not to take or receive any permit any person other than so and so and so. But you'll actually kindly read that. And kindly see, yes.
This has to be read.
Yes,
you can't read a clause in a contract in isolation.
No, not at all. Yes.
This has to be read with other clauses also.
Yes.
We can't read it.
No, milords, I'm only saying. I'm only saying this. If your lordship see various clauses, some of the clauses which are there in the written submission, would your lordships kindly just see that. Which page on that? We have put it somewhere on these clauses. Where are they? No. Where is that? We have set off the clauses about it. Yes. What are the clauses? Let me give half a minute. Yes. Would your lordships kindly see, my lords? Kindly see page 4, my lords. Kindly see, but I'm so sorry. If your lordship sees that note, that compilation note, kindly see serial number 7. 28/9/2005. My lords have it, perhaps?
Yeah, please.
Page 2. My lords have it?
28/9/2005.
Yeah. This is the date of the agreement.
Yeah.
Pursuant to the instructions of the Ministry of Railways to execute a revised standard form of agreement for private sidings, the private siding agreement was entered into between East Coast Railway and Administration HIW as applicant. The said agreement subsists till date which governs the rights of the parties for using of the railway siding. The railway infrastructure is constructed for uninterrupted and continuous use. The agreement did not specify a fixed tenure. However, the same is determinable under several clauses of the agreement. Clause 14C. HIW is not permitted to take or send any commodity over the siding except as can be reasonably regarded as necessary for working of its factory. 15B. Hindalco is recognized as the
ଏବେ 12 ନମ୍ବର ହିୟରିଂ
HIW was
ଚାଲିଛି। ଆମର
mandated to give
ପ୍ରୋଟେଷ୍ଟ
an
ଅଛି
undertaking
6
that
ଜୁଲାଇ
Hindalco
ହେଲା।
has been allowed to
6
use the
ଜୁଲାଇରେ
HIW
ଯୋଉ ପିଲାମାନେ
siding
ଦେଖୁଛନ୍ତି
with his
ସବୁ
consent.
ଆସିବେ।
The co-user will be responsible for payment of all railway dues that may accrue as a result of granting such facility.
HIW was mandated to give an undertaking.
Yes, no. HIW gave an undertaking. Only then 15B was born. No?
No, mandated to give an undertaking.
Mandated may not be the correct word. Your lordship has this right. Well, the language is, let me just see 15B minutes. The siding owners, if your lordship sees minutes, from here, from this, would your lordship sees 15B for a minute? 15B minutes, 102. It says the railway siding shall.
Assignment subletting is prohibited.
Yes.
Except with the consent of the railways.
Note the rest line. The siding owners, your lordships have it. B. The siding owner shall give. This is 1, 2, 3. Sorry, what is this? The siding of. It is 6th line from top, not B. There is Hindalco written in hand.
Siding owner shall
Give the written undertaking that Hindalco, name of the party / co-user, has been allowed to use the HIW siding, name of the siding, owned by him, with his consent. But that is the consent which the learned single judge says has been withdrawn.
That shall you cannot use as shall being used in the parliamentary statute.
That's all right. I'll leave it. Fair. And the co-users will be responsible for the payment of all railway dues. Kindly note, not all railway dues that may accrue as a result of granting of such facility. So therefore, you HIW now with the consent is permitted to use this railway siding under the 2005 agreement. However, you will have to get obliged to pay me all the railway facilities. And the dues, what are the dues, my lords? That will, your lordship may kindly come to page 97. Your lordships have the page minutes?
Yes, right.
It says what are the various dues. For example, if your lordships come to page 95, my lordships are there, minutes?
Yes.
Kindly see 1. Railway has acquired land for paying, therefore laying the railway siding will be licensed to the applicant. So therefore a part of the land is railways. Now the railway.
That we have no dispute.
Yes. So all these payments, all the bundle of payments which I am entitled, I am required to pay under 15B. So what your lordships have before your lordship is this. The question your lordships have to decide, apart from 2-3 other arguments I have is, that here is a public facility, repeatedly built out of government funds, be it state government, be it government of India, whatever. Now, that railway, that infrastructure is governed by the railways or managed by the railways. And in 2005, because there was no prior agreement authorizing the manner in which the railway siding will be governed, in 2005 an agreement was executed by the railways, between the railways and the HIW. Now, under that agreement, I am a co-user. Now that co-user, 2007 onwards, HIW has not used the railway line. Nor is there anything before your lordships that in foreseeable near future it is going to use it. And all dues from 2007 till now, I have paid everything.
Where is that 20-year term?
Yes, the 20-year term is in the 2002 agreement. Your lordship may see minutes, 2002 agreement. Your lordship may see page 79 annexure 3.
No, but exactly in 83. Page 83.
Page 83. I'm sorry, minutes, page 83. Yes. Your lordships are there at paragraph 1.
Yes.
This agreement shall commence on and from 1/6/2002 and shall remain in force for a period of 20 years, expiring on 31/5/2022. Now kindly see what is the counter affidavit of railways before the single judge. On this agreement, what
was challenged before the railway single judge actually, which is that order? What was challenged before the single judge?
Yes, I'll show that in just a minute. What was challenged before the honored single judge was annexure 22, page 196. Your lordship, sir. Your lordship may see this document 26/5/2022. My lord, sir, 2 minutes. Subject traffic for the railway siding of so and so served by Sambalpur station. This office is commercial so and so. The private siding of HIW, alpha code so and so, numerical code so and so, served by Sambalpur station over SDP division was temporarily permitted by circulars under reference to handle the inward court tariff for up to 31/5/2022. Now, with the approval of the competent authority, the validity of the permission to handle the inward court traffic is extended beyond 31/5/2022 until further access. So now, my lords, this authority can be traced to 2 provisions in my submission, subject to what your lordship decide. One is 15B remains unaltered. That agreement has a method in which it will be recited. Suppose there is no traffic. I'll tell you what should do. What would railway do if I am out? Let us test it. There is a clause which says that if there is no traffic, the contract will come to an end. Kindly see that clause. Very interesting. Kindly see, my lords, clause 22 at page 106. Well, let us say your lordships don't interfere. And then what happens is, are your lordships able to see page?
Not able to see, but it is because railway justice which has been initiated the event of railway to be good. Also, opinion that applicants who the bidding is insufficient to justify the retention of proceedings in Africa of which. Now, this is power to terminate.
Yes. So therefore, what will happen? Suppose today I wouldn't work.
No, where is the termination?
No, it will end in a termination. Suppose I don't work because I'm working, there is traffic, there is notwithstanding such a, it has a non-obstante clause. This agreement, the railway shall be entitled in the event railway administration being of the opinion that the applicant's traffic over the siding is insufficient. Now, applicant has no traffic since 2007.
That means
Kindly note that this is this.
let me see.
Yes, please.
See the wording.
Yes,
See the language.
Yes.
This is not an agreement between two peasants working Figa land.
Yes, yes.
This is an agreement between a central government entity,
Yes.
a statutory authority,
Correct.
department of the
Correct,
central
correct.
government,
Absolutely, Lakshmi is right.
and another company,
Yes. And that was government company.
government company.
Government.
Kindly see the terms.
Yes, yes.
There is some action required of the railway
Yes.
to put an end to the agreement
Correct.
on XYZ ground.
And let me tell you also what is that ground. It's a very fair and reasonable ground.
Correct.
Suppose there is a road from Cuttack to Bhubaneswar via, let us say, Baran. And the
There is no
government
traffic here.
of the day realizes that other roads have come, nobody is using this road. What is the point in giving that?
But where is that order? Where is that opinion?
No. What that would be
Enables.
It enables.
Enables.
It's an enable provision.
But
Here,
actually no.
here, the document your lordship saw can be relatable to either 15B or it can also be relatable to sanctity. So these are the two powers under which railway can take a decision. But how did I work? I'm asking myself a question. From 2007 till now, how did I work?
But that's why he was looking at this, keeping in view what will happen.
No, I'm not there.
Traffic.
No.
Rather, it is the other way around.
Exactly.
Had you not been given the facility of this siding, you at the threshold
Yes.
would have taken some step.
Correct.
Now that having come to this use,
Yes.
if you are asked
Yes.
that one fine warning you will not be given,
Correct.
it will be in road condition.
Yeah,
That is your case.
So that's my case, friends. No, that is the public interest, that is the equity I'm asking you, Lordship.
Exactly. That is
So what is the consequence?
Let anything happen to railway if it is
What is
happening.
the consequence? The consequence is this, that there is a public asset. Undoubtedly no dispute there. Now, somebody says, I will not use, you also cannot use.
But suppose if that
Yes.
No, my lord,
after all the object of agreement, what are
the agreement also says in what manner the agreement can be altered. That process has not been followed with great respect. The agreement itself says that there is a method as to how this agreement has to be altered, Viraj. But I'm a party to a contract. The contract says this agreement can be altered under ABCD conditions. Somebody has to follow ABC. Whether somebody may be well within its right that I want to amend this contract. Has the contract been amended?
it has not been.
It has not been. So let the contract be amended. I don't know. Who knows? Railway may not agree.
So your first contention is 15 and 19.
Either way, I'm protected.
The other contention.
The other contention is threefold. But A, this writ petition should not have been written persons.
Why?
I'll ask you. Non-disclosure of material facts. A. And I'll give your lordships a note on that.
They have taken that contention before the single.
Yes, the London single judge says that these are all matters which are not relevant for this. Second, my lords, by conduct is not entitled to any discipline. What is this? Why? His conduct is, he starts from 2007 and we will straight away go to. Kindly see, Millers, page 6, para 8. Not 17% shareholder in the big part. A consortium of the companies, Varsha Mudita, submitted.
तो टिके लाइव रे प्रॉब्लम ହେଇଛି तो गोटे सेकेंड भितर पळै आसीबो कोर्टर अपडेट कोन रहउची मु वर्तमान टिके आपण मानकु देई दउची एसएसपी टीजीटी रो तो वर्तमान समय बहुत बड़ अपडेट होची कि एसएसपी टीजीटी रो हियरिंग आपणकर धरिकी चलंतु वर्तमान पूरा माने लगभग कोन कहबी आपणकर माने हियरिंग आपणकर आज हबार केते परसेंट पॉसिबिलिटी अछि सेटा टिके परे जानी हे जीवो किंतु फास्ट कथा रहिला आपणकर मुझे देखु चेक करुच्ची केते नंबर सीरियल कौन रहा मुझे चेक करके आपको अपडेट दूची लेक्चरशिप रो केस स्टेटस वर्तमान रहिला 20 नंबर सीरियल रे लेक्चरशिप रो कहूची गोटे सेकंड खाली रहंतु मते टाइम दियंतु केस स्टेटस बहुत हाँ एसएसपी जूनियर असिस्टेंट रो फॉर्म बाहर छी हला आपण माने सब अप्लाई करिवे ग्रेजुएशन तार क्वालिफिकेशन रहउची किंतु लेक्चरशिप पई वर्तमान सुधा भी किसी गुड न्यूज आसीनी आपण मानक पई तो मु आपण अपडेट दे दूची किसी भी गुड न्यूज आपण मानक पई आसीनी कोन पई ना आपणकर हियरिंग टा मेनली जो टाइम रे होबा कथा बहुत डिले हो जाउची समस्त अनुरोध करी वीडियो को लाइक करिवे वीडियो को शेयर करिवे और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करिवे एसएसपी जा ऊपर तो मो पारे वर्तमान अपडेट नहीं किंतु जूनियर वर्तमान जो अच्छी आमर एसएसपी लेक्चर ता ऊपर मु वर्तमान अपडेट दे दूची आपण मानकु पॉजिटिव वर्तमान सुधा किसी आसीनी कौन पाई ना आपण देखंतु वर्तमान 20 नंबर सीरियल आपण केस थिला और वर्तमान आपणकर 23 नंबर रीट अपील वर्तमान हियरिंग चली तो आशा करी भी समस्ते तार अपडेट देखिए
The contention which you now taken here. Yes, you read in the pleading. Kindly see 19. This is kindly see B.
B said three companies failed to fulfill the terms and conditions of the tripartite agreement, failed to make payments for worker dues. Instead, in 2000, said three companies transferred their entire shareholding to a company called Indowagon without making payment to the workmen dues. All are there. My lord said D, E,
Yes.
in E 2009, Hindustan Workers Union filed another writ petition WPC number so and so before this honorable court seeking cancellation of the share purchase agreement, directions for payment of workmen dues. This honorable court by order directed the three companies to pay so and so to the workers. Upon failure of the three companies to pay the said amount, the workers, this honorable court by order directed DLC to ascertain and determine the workmen dues. Meanwhile, another writ petition bearing number so and so was filed by HRW seeking
बहुत
cancellation
कम
of the
चांस
share
होता
purchase
है कि
agreement
एसएसपी
and for
लेक्चर
payment of
हियरिंग
workmen
होगा
dues by order dated 14th of March 2012, this Honorable Court directed DLC to recover the workmen dues through public auction of the assets of the petitioner, whereafter the bids were invited with the DLC pursuant to the OP number 3 submitted. But I submitted a bid for 15 crores at that time. In 2013, the three companies challenged the Honorable Court's order before this, by filing SLP number so and so before the Honorable Supreme Court. In 2312, Window Wagon transferred 100% shareholding of the petitioner.
How all that is relevant for adjudication of these things? The contract.
I'll tell you what. How they're relevant. The conduct of a petitioner before your Lordship's court to seek equitable relief. Your Lordship's also to see what is his conduct.
As against you, not as against XYZ.
No, my lords. What has been his conduct? I'm a part of this story. Kindly see, I'm a part of this story. I'm not alien to this story, brothers. Now, somebody who has repeatedly violated your Lordship's orders, the asset was supposed to be put to auction. I participated in the auction. Now, what he says, what he does, how do I get out of all this? Let me go there. Let me invoke the IBC. I transfer the shares to A share transfers it to B, and then he goes to what NCLAT says. UHIW may not have gone to a claim, but you will pay 50 lakhs penalty. They go to the Supreme Court, they file SLB, they don't pursue it, it is dismissed as default. But this is a person. We are all concerned about the manner in which somebody who has taken an industry without paying a penny for the last so many years is now coming and saying that I will stop you from using the money. I was connected with the HIW. From 2007 till date, I have been paying the railway dues. Railways never said that no, my agreement is with the HIW, they will pay me. You don't pay. I can't collect tollage from you. They have taken everything. Because that is how it works. And will such a person be entitled to equitable relief from your Lordship's court? That's the point. But apart from these two clauses in the contract, his conduct has been such that he is not entitled to any discretion relief from your court. Violation of this court's order, violation of Supreme Court order. Yes, the asset is taken somebody by an auction.
ବାଲ୍ମୀକି ବେହେରା ନିଶ୍ଚିତ ଭାବରେ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚନ କିଛି ଅଛି ପଚାରି ପାରିବେ.
Go to IBC, stop all this. But if the auction would have happened, I would have taken it then. And what does the NCLAT say? NCLAT says collusive, fraud. And how can such a person come to your Lordship? Doesn't say anything in the writ petition. I'll show para after para. They only say this happened. NCLAT dismissal it is now pending before Supreme Court. They should have made a full disclosure. NCLAT not only dismissed, but NCLAT also said that you are saddled with penalty of 50 lakhs. And Lordship has seen pleaded at para 21 at page 144. PDF 698. This is a 226 jurisdiction. Your Lordships have repeatedly held.
Yes, next point is the conduct of the parties.
Conduct of the parties. Yes.
Then not next point.
I will have to read a few clauses of the contract also. What I was saying is, if I can to start tomorrow, I can go on for some more time.
Another 10 minutes.
Yes. So, if I was at page,
were you a party to all these petitions, the earlier proceedings?
I was a party in NCLAT. I wanted to intervene in NCLT. Disallowed. I went to NCLAT. I was a party in the writ. I had filed a writ petition. I was a party always.
And NCLAT said what about it?
NCLAT said NCLT order is collusive. And on my application.
Then against that matter went to appeal.
They went to Supreme Court.
What appeal?
Nothing. They say we went to Supreme Court in the writ petition. They don't say it was dismissed.
No, what happened to their challenge before the apex?
Zero. They didn't list it.
But the matter is still pending there.
Dismissed.
Dismissed.
50 lakhs penalty, not paid. Is he entitled to discretionary relief under 226 or not? Your Lordships have available warrants issued. Look at the conduct of the petitioners on a totality dispassionately. Forget this case.
On conduct,
Yes.
the conduct may be culpable for A, B, C, D.
Yes, fellows.
What is its culpability?
तो एसएसपी लेक्चर रो केस विषय रे मु गोटे अपडेट आपण मानकु दे दउची
Litigation before the honorable single judge.
हां जहाँ भी डाउट अछि मते पचारि परंतु
Single judge was
पिला मानकर डाउट रहउची एसएसपी लेक्चर ऊपर कि भाई केस रो स्टेटस कोन हैला
I withdraw my
देखो
consent.
केस रो स्टेटस वर्तमान समय रे ठीक कंडीशन रे नाही
The relief was against me.
कोन कंडीशन रे तुम कहउची तो गोटे रीट अपील अछि 23 नंबर रीट अपील
On the contrary,
ताकू
I clear
फास्ट हियरिंग करा गला
I disclose all of this
तो वर्तमान सीए
and say
पाखापाखि गोटे घंटा 1.5 घंटा हेलानी हियरिंग चली
dismiss at the threshold.
अब ये कोर्ट ऑफ हो जीवो 4टा बेले कोर्ट 4:10-15 बेले को कोर्ट बंद हो जीवो
But not that whole
तेणु मो कहया
was
कथा
so
आपण बुझी
designed
सारथिबे
that once
तो
you
4:10-15 बेले को कोर्ट भी
that you
off
put into
ହେଇଯିବ
auction.
तो वर्तमान
And I
किछि
was the
ठीक
highest bidder, rather the sole bidder.
ये नहीं आपणो पई
They go to NCLT, they frustrate all these positions. Then they say there's a moratorium,
तो आपणकर
therefore all these proceedings have to be kept in abeyance.
हियरिंग
And
डिले
this
हो
was said by the apex court. But the apex court did not know that this was a collusive decision. This was a collusive litigation under the between the shareholders which they had A transferred to B transferred to C.
तो वर्तमान भारी
And
क्रिटिकल
therefore,
आपणकर
what
हियरिंग
NCLT in a detailed order says,
तो अपडेट
this
जहाँ
is
अछि
not only a collusive decision of proceeding, it is fraud on the face of it.
मु डिटेल्स कहि दउची टिके पिला ने बुझी पार नांती
Lakhs of penalty will have you lordship seen some kind of order.
कोन हिची आपणक अपडेट कि 20 नंबर बदरे 23 नंबर सीरियल कोन पई चलची
My lord, am I as a
वर्तमान
petitioner
आपणकर
not
23 नंबर
supposed to
सीरियल
say?
चलची
I
कि कोन पई
say
चलची
that I
से विषय कहि दउची
would not say tell your lordships that in Twinkle what happened. Should I not come and tell your lordships that look, even though I
सब
went
पिला
in
अनुरोध करी
2007,
वीडियो को यथेष्ट मात्रा लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब करिवे को बना पूरा सकाळू आमे रहिछु आपनकर अपडेट दवा पई एसएसपी
I'm
लेक्चर
not
पिलाकर
using this in line from 2007 till now. But look, put me into their shoes. What am I trying to do now? I won't do this industry. I will not pay the workers. I will not use this line until lordship see what is the intention. The intention is tender.
देखो
I will see there's a railway, there's a public infrastructure, right? I am not going to use it. I will not allow you to. What is the intention? What can be the intention? Because all of us have seen litigations over the years.
मु आपन देखै दउची आपन बुझी
I
परिबे
ask myself this question:
देखिबे
why they are so
अपडेट किए
dependent
चाहू
on
जदी
not
अपडेट
helping me?
प्रॉपर अपडेट पा चाहू जदी
The answer is obvious.
मते टिके कोहंतु मु आपन को प्रॉपर अपडेट दे दउची
Answer is no.
काइंडली टिके
Let us spend a pile
रिप्लाई
of
देबे
this
जदी एसएसबी लेक्चर किए चाहू जदी अपडेट कोन
How have they come
ये
in?
रिप्लाई देबे
They have
एसएसबी
come
लेक्चर
in by
पिला
a share purchase agreement which they have also not fulfilled.
एसएसबी लेक्चर पिला टिके प्लीज
Sir, I was not
रिप्लाई
before the
दियंतु
single judge. I was asking my
ये
learned
अछंती
friends that how did you have looked at
या
who
सोई पड़लेनी सब
is he?
टिके प्लीज एसएसबी लेक्चर के देखुचंती टिके
Does that share
रिप्लाई
purchase
दियंतु
agreement have any value?
एसएसबी लेक्चर रे
You had a share purchase
पिला के
agreement.
देखुचंती टिके प्लीज रिप्लाई दियंतु मु आपको अपडेट देखि
You
दउची
said I want to pay the workers.
देखंतु
I'm going to run this
किछि
car.
लेखा हिची
What do you do?
आइटम
Neither.
नंबर
Forget
23 टाको
explain.
सेमान
It
टेकअप
was
करिवे
not even run.
2टा बेले
Not even run for a day.
सोनालिसा
I
भोई
can
देखंतु
understand. Somebody is running
23
the
नंबर
industry
सीरियल
using
को
the
2टा
line.
बेले टेकअप
And
होबो
today saying that, look, I want to use the whole
ये
capacity.
सला परे पुणी आहुरी
Well,
8टा
I
केस
gave you, I
रही
didn't have the capacity to use the line.
तो एई जिंसडा
The malafide is dead.
आपण मानकर अपडेट जे अछि वर्तमान मु आपन को जणाई देली एसएसपी लेक्चर पे आज बहुत असुविधा हो पारे हियरिंग रे किंतु काली आपण माने आसीबे निश्चित भाव रे हां माने 23 नंबर मु कहि दउची क्लियर देखा जान जति 23 नंबर
Finish this and start it. Yes, sir is already flat. Wait for the lecture. You have litigation.
23 नंबर सीरियल वर्तमान शेष होगा जाऊँगी तो या पर आहरी 8टा सीरियल पर आपनकर एसएसबी लेक्चर हियरिंग हम किंतु मु जेतिकी क्लियर अच्छी आज आपनकर आज केस क्लियर हम ना आ गोटे डेट बढ़िबो पुणी तापर हियरिंग चलिबो किंतु फिर भी होप रखंतु मे भी किछि गोटे हे पारे तो 23 नंबर केस खबर देखो 8 नंबर सीरियल बर्तमान स्टार्ट है 23 नंबर केस पर तो मत कहतु केते चांसेस अच्छे आपनकर केस पड़ो आज कहतु बहुत कम चांस अच्छे मुझे कथा कहूँ आज आपनकर बहुत कम चांस अच्छे बहुत कम चांस आज आपनकर केस हियरिंग होगा तो फिर भी आप रुहतु आहरी अध घंटे 40 मिनट हियरिंग चलो देखिए कौन बर्तमान 12 नंबर सीरियल चलती ये पास ओवर मैटर माने सकाळे आसी थांता बर्तमान की ऊपर आसी ओके फैन को ऑफ मे बी साउंड आपन
August 2028, 20, August 2018, 18, man. You're saying 28 years, sorry, man. 2018. Housing loan, 50,000. How many installments? 69 installment at the rate of 8.75% floating interest, man. Installment rate is 16,566. How many installments paid? Two. Well, what happened, my lad? No, I'm asking, how many you have paid? We have paid till 2019 March, my lad. How many? Regular payment. Total installment I have paid 2,63,000. How many installments? Regular not paid. What is the cause I am saying? We want to know. Till out of 269, man, how many you have paid? 7 to 8 equal installment. Regular total bill. 7 to 8. That is up to man, statement is for 1 year only. 1 year. Are they monthly installment? Monthly. Then it will not be 1 year also. Well, it will not be even 1 year. You have not paid even for 1 year. What happened, madam? During March 2019, the applicant suffered from gallbladder cancer, madam. Gallbladder cancer, madam. After removed, madam. And he died. Removed, but he died, madam. Right, madam. On August 2020, he died. Who? Borrower. Main borrower. How many borrowers have been? One is one borrower and two being the co-sharer and co-borrower, madam. The property in question was recorded in the name of 3 brothers. So applicant one is a government servant. He applied. He is the only earning member of the family who died, madam. He applied for loan was granted. For that reason, he was irregular in payment, madam. Then what happened? Then what happened? 2021, the March 2021, the account was declared NPA and 13 to 13 notice was issued. 13-2 is dated. 13-2 is dated 22/4/2021. And 13-4 was 3rd September 21. Then what happened? Amounting rupees 22,83,000. Then what happened? Then my lord, I have paid 60,000 rupees only, my lord. And he stopped, my lord, not taken any step. Then possession notice again was issued on 22, my lord. 2022. On 10 to 20.
What?
15-1-22, 15-1, annexure 5.
No, annexure 6, another is there.
This is 13-4, man.
13-4 Act.
Man.
110.
But due to the financial crisis, because no earning member was there, I could not repay. However, I paid 62,000 again. On 62,000.
Now what is the position now?
Now they have already taken the physical possession on 22nd this month, man. 22nd they have already taken the physical possession and locked the house. However, the property in question was auction for 3 times. They put it for auction. But since the property is situated in the remote area of Kendrapada district,
Others are not coming.
no auction.
So you are safe.
Not safe, but now it is locked. I am outside with my family, my mother, 65 years mother.
Since how long you have been outside?
22nd, 6 to today. This month, 22nd.
Outside.
Man.
Where outside means where? On the road you are going.
Now I am staying in a village clubhouse, man.
Clubhouse.
Man.
Which police station comes?
It is in police station.
Direct the police station to verify and report the law right now. Call the registrar general.
Resident PS Batpura in the district of Kendrapada.
Call the registrar judicial. You'll ascertain where you are residing. If it is false, then stringent action will be taken. They have to reside elsewhere.
No, he's staying in the village, man, in the clubhouse.
In the clubhouse. Clubhouse belongs to whom?
Till yesterday. I have taken instruction till yesterday. What I do?
Today where they have gone?
Today I am not talking.
Call the registrar general. Which police station it comes?
Patchesti
it comes.
Patpura.
Huh?
Patpura. In the district of Kendrapada.
In a matter pertaining to coercive action of loan recovery constituted under the Surface Act 2002,
12 नंबर सीरियल
the
जारी है
security
ना
property having been
वीडियो
taken
तो तमर
over
अच्छी
by the bank,
एसएसबी टीजीटी
counsel for the petitioners
वो प्रोफाइल की आसी पारे
These
चार्टा
clients are
भीतर जदि
residing
न आसिला
in a clubhouse
ସେଟା କାଲି
belonging
ହେରି
to
ହେବ
Nearby village, man. In his village.
clubhouse belongs to whom?
ये जो गाँव है जो
Village clubhouse at Patpura.
not Patpura, man. In that village, the village name is
Which village?
Ponasurapada.
Under Patpura. Since how long? Since
22nd
June 2026. First, the superintendent of police is directed to ascertain the truthfulness or otherwise of this submission and submit the report tomorrow morning before 12 of the clock. Without faith. First, call this matter tomorrow. Register to send a copy of this order by email and hard copy to the jurisdictional superintendent of police for implementation. First, non-implementation of this order shall be viewed very seriously and stringent action may follow against the culpable officials. Call to one. At 2 p.m. Let it come at 2 p.m. We'll ascertain first whether your submission is true or not.
It's my verbal submission, not written. Yesterday I take instruction. No verbal, not written, man. Verbal word. On instruction of my client.
All right, you filed this petition when?
My lord,
This
it's
petition
filed
is
on
filed when?
23rd, madam.
23rd.
Man.
So on 22nd they were residing already.
Yes,
All right, where have you stated in the petition that they are residing in the house?
in Para.
Residing, you said 23rd you have filed this.
Yes.
On 22nd they were residing in the clubhouse. Where have you uttered that sentence?
No, it is not. That is why I say this is my instruction and submission, verbal submission. On that day they were in Bhubaneswar medical treatment. 22nd.
But you said on 22nd they were in the clubhouse.
No,
You said that. No, let us replay that
yes.
video.
22nd my submission, but
କଣ ନା ନା
Staying in clubhouse only.
clubhouse, yes. Not I have not taken, but 22nd he has taken to hospital. And if we lost him, I can produce the medical documents also. What we should do with that? I'll call that order. Compliance. But then now they are residing where? Yesterday. 5 minutes, I can take the insurance. Yes. Not calling or trying to our phone here. Keep it on loudspeaker.
ରଖିଦିଅ
Do they know English?
ହଁ
Do they know English? No. Not that you speak in a very my
आज बारना है ना
put it on speaker.
जा हम
एसएसबी केस अच्छी 20 नंबर सीरियल रे सोनालिका मैडम वर्तमान आमर 12 नंबर केस सरला 13 नंबर केस स्टार्ट हैला
You asked only 2 questions. After the house was locked by the bank, where were you staying? Ajikoti room. Where are you staying now?
Don't send any message. Hello. I'll be calling you. ये आज तो मैं कोड दिया था मैं कर क्या
That was speaker.
Phone.
कर ठीक है
फोन रे कथा होछ
हाँ आज कोड दिया अच्छा
ତାର ଆସିଲୁଣି ହେଇଗଲାଣି ପାଖାପାଖି 10 8-10 ଦିନ ହେଇଗଲାଣି
22 ପରେ ଟୁ କୋଉଠି ରହୁଥିଲ?
अच्छा 22 तारीख जो तबे घर नेला परे तुम कोड रहलो
ଆମେ ସେ ଘର ନେଲେ ଆମେ ସେ ଗାଁରେ ସେ କ୍ଲବ ଘର ରହିଲୁ
हाँ तापरे
ଗାଁ କ୍ଲବ ଘରେ ରହିକି ତାପରେ ବହୁତ ଦେହ ଖରାପ ହେଲା ବହୁତ ଦେହ ଆଣି ମେଡିକାଲରେ ଦେଖେଇଲୁ
ठीक अच्छे रहिला
ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱରରେ ସେମାନେ କୋଉଠି ରହୁଛନ୍ତି?
कोई भी की कोर्ट रे अछि बोली
ନାଇଁ କିଛି କହିବା ଦରକାର ନାହିଁ। କହିବ କୋର୍ଟରେ
अरे भुवनेश्वर कोर्ट रो जा डीजीपी कॉलोनी कोड सेडा
ରସୁଲଗଡ଼ DGP ନଟ୍ DGP
पूछो से बहुत देव कोन आइला
କାହା ଘର ନା କଣ?
कहा घर ना के बंधु बांधव घर ना कार
ଚିହ୍ନା ପଚାର ଘର
बढ़िया केस चली
otherwise everybody will say something and go away. I will not tell them to go that way. Now what is the amount due? Amount due as on the 22,023 23,997. You serve a copy of the notice on the bank's council.
खाली पीटर एक केस उठे
Let us see what can be done. Anybody appears for the bank here? Bank of India. Mr. Corridor. I also Bank of India. Bank of India. You are for Bank of India? Yes, ma'am. Can we request you to accept notice? Yes. Heard from the council appearing for the petitioners. First of issue emergent notice to the OPs. Shri Friends of London Panel Council on our request accepts notice for the bank. First off, since matter involves some urgency, petitioner borrowers having been removed from the occupation of the security property, call this matter tomorrow
2 PM
or day after. Tomorrow night. Tomorrow. Tell bank to give back possession of the and he will make some payment.
Yes.
Because they are residing in others' house.
Yes, my lord. I will ask to the law officer. I will ask to the law officer.
Give copy of the petition. Today. Okay. In one matter, they said they are removed. Then we ascertained he was residing in a 3-star hotel. In Bangalore, it happened. The parties were residing in a 3-star hotel. We ascertained from the commissioner of police. She sent report and along with the videograph.
But there was a sovereign matter on instruction of my client.
Let us see. Speak to best people. If they are thrown out, where they should go.
Yes.
And how long others will retain them in their houses.
Yes.
You don't have any other house?
No, this is the only. Actually, my earning loan has been expired. The only government servant.
No, that you said.
And other two sons are just working in a private
What they are doing?
private sector company.
Tomorrow you bring their salary certificates.
Private sir, not really cannot get salary. That private one is in personally, lordship call the petition number 2. I can call him personally to come.
But by the time he comes, he will have a lot of training at your hands. Though I keep cross-examining, that's another thing. Let us see. You ask your bank.
Yes, my lord.
Tomorrow you have to make payment. Then you will get back the property.
I have arranged 2,50,000. I have arranged 2,50,000 only, very difficult.
For every borrower, there is difficulty.
You lost the difficulties.
And the rest of the money?
I think I made an application for one-time settlement. If it will be, after I will pay the settled amount within some certain period.
No, we have made 30% as the rule. 30% of the outstanding you have to make
We
payment.
have also to get some money from my
এটা ম্যাডাম ଚାଲିଛି କେତେ କହିଲେ ତେର 12 ନମ୍ବର କେସ୍
Yes.
ଆଉ 8ଟା କେସ୍ ପରେ ହିୟରିଂ ହବ 20 ନମ୍ବର ଅଛି ଏସଏସବି ଲେକ୍ଚର
How much they can pay to you or to the bank?
bank.
କିନ୍ତୁ ବହୁତ କମ ଚାନ୍ସ ଆଜି ହିୟରିଂ ହବାର
Next.
4:10-15 ରେ କୋର୍ଟ ବନ୍ଦ ହେଇଯିବ 13 ନମ୍ବର ଚାଲିଲା
My lord, I have filed for target of this essay application which is pending before the DRT Cuttack, my lord. The essay
That should be export of.
yes, my lord.
Let's see. Mr. Registrar, thank you so much. We needed your assistance, but anyway, matter did not go to that level. Therefore, thank you for coming here. Short grievance of the petitioner borrower is as to not
On the behalf of the bank, my lord. I am the bank.
petitioner bank is as to long pendency of its essay number. Your essay.
Essay, my lord. 52/2025.
13 ନମ୍ବର ଚାଲିଛି
Pending on the file of Deputy Tribunal Cuttack. First, Bank's counsel vehemently argues that right to speedy justice being one of the facets of Article 21 of the Constitution of India, wide category of decisions of the apex court, early disposal of the subject essay is eminently desirable. First, we agree with this. Next paragraph. In the above circumstances, no notice being issued to the other side, who will have an opportunity of hearing in the said essay when it is taken up for consideration, the DRT is requested to hear and dispose of the said essay, preferably within a period of 3 months, all contentions having been kept out. Next. Item 14.
Lord,
Yes.
Lordship may kindly take up for review 103 of 2025, which was the leading matter.
Any urgency?
Lord, urgency is
What
there.
it is?
It is a matter of pension. Lord, the thousands of families are waiting for the pension. Only because that was my contention, since they have not produced some false document or that authenticated document that
again everything first document. Government of India organization submitting some document in the saying before the court of law, there is a first document. So matter is pending in Supreme Court. They are what is very soft issue, man. They are saying that we are the government servant. We are saying that you are working in an organization.
You are not a civil servant. No.
They are not coming on the category of civil servant. So the Supreme Court also turned on this end. Because you are not civil servant, basing on due rules and regulations, you are entitled to get whatever pension or any other benefits you have.
Sorry. That apex court said in their matter or in some other matter.
Some other matter. There's a lot of people say rush to the Supreme Court. Identical issue. Yes.
And that those orders have attained finality.
Yes. It's finality. Thereafter, here there is a issue that there is no agenda or there is no regulation. That's why they are not binding on this.
Okay, केतटा केस पर एसएसबी लेक्चर केस हियरिंग हबो वर्तमान 13 नंबर सीरियल चली आ 6टा केस पर हो जे 20 नंबर सीरियल में अछि एसएसबी लेक्चर
They have filed along with the counter one type copy they have submitted. According to them, since NWDA has framed the CPF rule 1982, therefore these persons are not covered under the Government of India notification of 1987. They cannot go to the GPF rule. Because the Honorable Appeals Court also.
What is the order? Let us see the order 14 review. What is the finding?
That your Lordship may kindly turn to the relevant law. Okay. That's 103. 103. 103. Lord.
You come to para 10.
Yes, Lord. Para 8 and para 10, Lord. Para 8 and para 10, that is page 28, Lord. Lord. Or para 10 is the final. Para 10. Therefore, in view of the CPF rules 1982 produced before this court,
Such rules are there. But they are saying such rules are there.
exactly my contention is no such rule is there. Before the Honorable Appeals Court, they have also produced some typed rule or forged rule on the basis of which the Honorable Appeals Court has said that since they have the rule, therefore you are not governed under the GPF.
That means Supreme Court has recognized and you said that is good.
No, why I am saying that? Why I am saying that? You Lordship may kindly see. Thousands of employees. Your Lordship may kindly see. Only 4 things I have shown. If your Lordship is not satisfied, then the
Findings in the apex court.
no, the findings is in para 10 of the Honorable Appeals Court also observed that they have submitted the CPF rule 1982 framed by the NWDA.
And that has been accepted by the apex court.
Therefore, they are not covered under these CPF rules.
And that was held consistently in several cases, not in one.
Coming to that, my humble submission. Not for a moment, why I am saying so, your Lordship, only 2-3 documents
Where are those rules given?
Yes, this rules already filed in affidavit. I am just find out this from the record itself. Lordship may refer to the case of 103. 103.
Independently you show one set of rules.
Yes. Sorry, do you know? This. Which next is this?
What we can do. First of all, the apex court itself says there are rules. Can the high court say no, apex court is wrong, that there are no rules?
Your Lordship may not go against the Honorable Appeals Court. When I am going through, we are the different persons. We are coming through the Honorable Tribunal and through High Court. Again, we may go to the Honorable Appeals Court. But before your Lordship, I have to show whether why I am coming to before your Lordship indicating that there is no such rule. Your Lordship, for a moment, 3 documents kindly see. Their document, I am showing that. First document is after that 82 that NWDA was found. 83, they have started appointment of the employee.
Show him a copy of the rules.
Yes. Let's come to the.
Show him a copy of the rules. These are rules, brother. You say that.
This was filed before the Supreme Court.
Apex court.
Then what I am saying, my lord, Lordship may take it tomorrow, day after. I'll give a detailed affidavit with the look. Then it will be pleading and they are not going to dispute.
Learned DSG to the party undertakes to produce a copy of set of rules. Which are the rules? Namely,
That is National Water Development Agency Contributory Provident Fund Rules.
1982. 1982. Yes.
They shall be
1982.
rules are like 82.
No,
Yes.
Was call on 8/7.
Yes.
On 8/7, you have to produce those copies.
Yes.
It's come on, since
And also submit the bylaw. Then it will clarify.
relevant bylaws and
Memorandum of association and bylaw.
since the
13 number.
of the state rules itself is the jugular vein of this case.
13 নম্বর কেস চালিছি 4:15 4:15 কেস ওভার হয়েছে
Right. Because yes.
20 মিনিট
Person is leading to different council and person is
Already complied infectious the IAG infectious already complied and they are given to for training they have already sent to
The year for
I am for the Union of India Railways.
railway.
Order
Opposite party.
opposite party mail.
19, item 19, 15 might be 15. One
It
by
is
one.
officially due to some procedurally
2 seconds is
absent of
over.
officers,
Please
so
take it.
extension of time limit is applied, but during the as per the instruction already complied with, and person concerned have already
Learned CGC,
the senior panel group.
senior parent council appearing for the OP number,
All the OPs matter.
OPs, submits that.
20
In
মিনিট
terms of order dated 24/2/2026, implementation has happened. First up. You dispute that? No. They have signed copy and order dated, my lord.
Order dated
In this correction, a copy of the order dated 16/4/2026, 16/4/2026 issued by the Assistant Personnel Officer for ERM, East Coast Railway, East Coast Railway, is which number 14. Is also placed for Sambalpur Division.
Still Sambalpur zone.
It was annexed in IA number 7988 of 2026. Is produced as annexure A/1 to the application. Application for seeking extension of the time.
Extension of time.
Whereby extension of the period for implementation is sought for. Same is noted. Yes. Application is for granting the ex post facto extension. Obliged. Item 19.
This is the matter where your lordship had heard substantially the other day, and your lordship had asked me to look up some judgments which say that I am not at fault. Yes, madams. In fact, we tried to trace that book. It's not even there in the judges' library. My young friend had tried to, but we have found some judgments of the Supreme Court. But it's,
Who is your
he's there.
your dear contest? Ready? You are for the open part.
I am for the 2 and 3.
2 and 3.
Some other day, let him give the copies so that I can verify.
Which copies?
It is same treatment.
Their rulings, they need not be given to you. He can give citation.
Yes.
Share, Mr. Mukherjee, share copy of the citation.
I will do that.
No, there is it. Even otherwise he is eligible. Excluding that
Cancelled certificate, that is fake certificate.
even then he is qualified. That is the case.
Not to hold that post.
To hold the post.
Because the MCA is the requirement.
No, it is
The
not.
qualification is something else. He had that qualifications.
Anyway, you give that authority so that you look into it, come back.
No, since he is saying that I did not have the requisite qualification, let me first of all show to your lordship that I had the qualification. Because let this not be a bone of contention when we come to the judgment.
What is the requisite qualification?
The requisite qualification, yes, Manoj. Let me first of all show that they are relying upon the minutes of the 15th executive meeting. That is what on the one on which they rely upon, that is annexed as repetition.
He is a programmer.
He joined as a programmer. He was promoted as a system analyst, which was re-designated as director, MIS, at which point in time,
So requisite qualification is for the programmer post only.
for the system analyst, the promoted
System analyst.
Yes, Manoj.
Okay.
That is questionable.
Director comes system.
Assistant director post, that is questionable. So that programmer is concerned, he is all right.
Manoj, it is there.
Original entry to service is all right.
All right.
Promotional post. Now you have demoted
And
him
that-
from that certificate
It is fake. They are demoted me and gone on further. Single judge has restored me to the original position. Now,
Because you
Manoj,
cannot be demoted to a post
Yes,
just
we will do
what
that.
you were appointed.
he had restored me to that. Now I am saying that since I was promoted, I should be given that post. Well, for
And
that,
another point is that it is pick and choose method. That was through advertisement selection. The first post.
Anyway, but the point is whether he is qualified or not.
yes, Manoj.
Not qualified. Lordship may call it some of the day, I can pinpoint that.
Let him give the Mukherjee wants to show prima facie that he was qualified.
That is.
Your Lordship may see their counter affidavit in the writ petition. Counter affidavit in the writ petition,
Para,
page 31.
can you tell the paragraph?
This is page 307, Manoj.
Page we have. Which paragraph you
There
want?
is a table, Manoj. I wanted to show you a table at page 31 of the counter affidavit. Page 307.
Yes, there is a table.
There is a table.
Director.
Your Lordship takes entry number 12.
Assistant director.
Assistant Director, System Analysis. They say it's degree in computer engineering with knowledge and management of information systems. This is their 15th meeting. This is their 15th meeting on which they rely upon that this is the requisite qualification. Now, let's kindly, in that document, very same document, kindly come to page 34.
24.
Page 34, the second column from the top. The committee resolved, as your Lordship got there,
Yeah.
the committee resolved to send the proposal with proceedings to government in SME department to move to finance for concurrence. Further, the committee resolved that a subcommittee would be formed under the chairmanship of so-and-so, the clear structure of existing employees, so-and-so, duly nominate the chairman of so-and-so as the convener member. Now, it remains uncontroverted that this proposal has not been finalized. They wanted to have this notification done.
It did not happen.
It did not fructify. In the absence, my lord, what happens?
Earlier the notification.
Earlier notification would prevail. And what is the earlier notification? My lord, for their service, their
What is that notification which you are now showing? It is for promotion or it is for direct recruitment?
this is their executive meeting executive meeting.
qualification
Yes, my lord.
which is prescribed for the post, is it at entry level? Entry level. Not promotion.
Not promotion.
Well, but for promotion, that question will not arise at all.
My lords, even assuming that it is the post in which I was absorbed. Even then, I had the qualification when I entered into service. That is what I will. Yes, my lord. That is what I will demonstrate. Now, my lords, for that, what was the prevailing system? It is the memorandum of association of the organization. The memorandum of association is that
Is it a society?
it's an autonomous body under the government of Odisha. It previously used to be OPEPA, Odisha Primary Education Program Authority. Now it has merged. It's become OSEPA, Odisha Secondary Education Primary Program Authority. Now let's there. Page 248 of the writ petition.
Dilutions.
Yes, ma'am. 244, the memorandum of association begins. I am inviting your lordship's attention to page 248. Column number 7, paragraph 7, lords.
Government powers.
Your lordship may only take the last 4 lines. In addition, the central government or state government may at any time issue directives on matter of policy of the authority, and the latter shall be bound to promptly comply with such directive. Where there is divergence of views between the state government and central government, the views of the central government would prevail. Now, next your lordship sees page 155 of that same document.
155.
Yes, please. It begins at 139. Your lordship, it is 139. This is the Office Memorandum Model Recruitment Rules for Group A and B, post of the Electronic Data Processing Discipline of the Government of India, Department of Personnel and Training. Your lordship takes page 155. Begins at 139, page 155. Your lordship has it?
Yes.
The name of the post is System Analyst Program.
Correct.
Now, your lordship, at the bottom of the page is educational and other qualifications required for direct recruits.
Master's degree.
Your lordship has skipped that. Kindly come to the next page, C. These are all
Recognized university.
master's degree of a recognized university or equivalent, or degree in engineering
of a
recognized university or equivalent.
So degree also will do.
Will do. Thereafter, the next or may also be seen. DI. A-level diploma under DOE's ACC program of postgraduate diploma in computer application offered at the university program post polytechnic in computer application awarded by the state council.
So many alternatives are given.
Are there? I have both this C and D. I qualify
No,
both.
first one other day he admitted that this diploma is there. He admitted other days.
PGDC, I have.
DOE ACC program.
Yes, madam. So
A-level diploma.
Yes, madam. Sure.
The other day I was not there.
State government was there.
State government admitted.
But main contesting is, your lordship kindly come to this point. What is the so-called reply notice was given? That your lordship, it is demonstrated, everything is there, and he has not rebutted anything, no reply to that.
No, now he has produced all these things.
That what is produced, Lord, but it is a proceeding, kindly see. So far that degree qualification is, that is, Lord, it is requirement. Although as per your lordship, kindly see page 25.
You are ready now?
Yes, yes.
We'll pass the order after hearing you.
Main thing is that writ petition I could not get it.
Sir will give one copy of the petition. But you are reading now all these things.
The explanation short for on the point.
Well, you kindly do one.
I'll do it in course of that. By tomorrow morning, I'll do it. Your lordship may take it up because your lordship has substantially heard it.
Your lordship may take up.
That's the only point actually.
Only point is that
Because
what your lordship
one is
appreciate
he
for
has no role in the university, that particular institution not being recognized. How he will look?
AICT.
Correct.
If that is not recognized, it is a fake certificate. It is a fake certificate.
You can't say fake certificate. You can say certificate issued by incompetent authority.
Incompetent
Fake
authority.
is one thing. The fake element is upside. Though it is incompetent, we can't look into that certificate at all. The point is, what is his role in that?
But
What
another,
is the culpability?
that is right. But another point is there that it is through the employment exchange only candidates can be brought and selected among all.
How many years he has put in service to?
That is,
Long it is, and now the learned single judge has given the post also.
yes,
Therefore, you can't go beyond that now. Question is, did he possess the requisite qualification
for that post.
not for that post? He is showing this is the requisition. Regardless of my reply to the Shoka's notice, I have produced everything in the report.
But what the 15th Executive Committee proceeding has shown, that is also reflected in the explanation short. And they have very lucidly that has been indicated, but he has not replied to that.
No, let him forget reply. This is a writ code.
All right,
The lordship of certiorari. Everything is wide open.
let me
Court will look into everything.
let me examine further. The lordship may call next week. So that I
Yes. Seventh? Seventh.
My lord, item number 20. 3 read appeals are there. One is government.
Lecture.
No, government
Lecture
appeal.
start
I
ହେଲା।
pray that sincerely that your lordship may call this matter tomorrow. Because, yes.
Kali, kali.
Tomorrow. They want some emergencies.
Very urgent matter because the entire selection process has been stalled since 2023. My
We
lord.
will have it on 7th.
That is to that.
No, 23. We are on the queue, my lord. We are taking our turns, my lord.
The outgoing judge.
No, Lord.
Next item, item 21, my lords. It's a interest on delayed payment. I retired in 2002. I was paid 16,000 in 2018, my lords. It's also your lordship has also in
କାଲି ହବ।
21 and 24 same, my lords.
20
Kindly, lordship.
ଯୋଉ ଅଛି ତମର କ'ଣ
Same matter, my lords.
7 ତାରିଖରେ ହବ ଲେକ୍ଚର କୋର୍ଟ। ସମସ୍ତେ ବୁଝିପାରିଲେ ଲେକ୍ଚର ପୋଷ୍ଟର ହିୟରିଂ 7 ଜୁଲାଇକୁ ସିଫ୍ଟ ହେଇଗଲା। 7 ତାରିଖକୁ ସିଫ୍ଟ ହେଇଗଲା ହେଲା। 7 ତାରିଖରେ ହବ ଅର୍ଡର ଯା ଆମେ କ'ଣ କରିପାରିବୁ? କୋର୍ଟର ଅର୍ଡର 7 ତାରିଖକୁ ସିଫ୍ଟ ହେଇଗଲା ହେଲା। କ'ଣ କରିପାରିବା କୁହନ୍ତୁ? କୋର୍ଟର ଅର୍ଡର ହେଲା। ତ 7 ତାରିଖ ସିଫ୍ଟ ହେଇଗଲା। ଯଦି କେହି ଲେକ୍ଚର ପିଲା ଅଛନ୍ତି ତ କାଇଣ୍ଡଲି ରିପ୍ଲାଏ କରନ୍ତୁ। ଆଉ କିଛି ଡାଉଟ୍ ଅଛି କିମ୍ବା କ'ଣ ଅଛି? 7 ତାରିଖରେ ହିୟରିଂ ହବ। ମୁଁ କହୁଥିଲି ନା ଆଜି ଟେକ୍ ଅଫ୍ ହେଇପାରିବନି। ଗୋଟେ ଅର୍ଜେଣ୍ଟ ମ୍ୟାଟର କେତେଟା ଅଛି? 7 ତାରିଖକୁ ଏଇଟା ସିଫ୍ଟ ହେଲା ହେଲା। SSB ଲେକ୍ଚରର ହିୟରିଂ 7 ତାରିଖକୁ ସିଫ୍ଟ ହେଇଗଲା ହେଲା। ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଅପଡେଟ୍ ବି ଦେଇଦେବି। ମୁଁ ତଥାପି ଦେଖୁଛି ଲାଷ୍ଟ ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ। 7 ତାରିଖରେ 7ରେ ହିୟରିଂ ହବ।
I only want my money back because there was a case pending they did not tell me. For 2 years, my lord. 1.5 years.
LSI ଅପଡେଟ୍ LSI ଆସିବ ଜୁଲାଇ। रुहतु मु चेक करूँ काले कौन चेंज
That
हो
matter, that excess amount has been paid. And in the meantime, the petitioner, I am going the opposite party. The petition Tuesday. Coming Tuesday. Item 30, your lordship. The Bank of India in our opposite side. The petitioner is a 80 years old person. But this property being noticed on this month, your lordship. And the vacation 19th, Honorable Court said for
ଆପଣଙ୍କର 7 ଜୁଲାଇରେ ହିୟରିଂ ହବ
illness and all.
ହେଲା
Asking for 2 weeks time. 1 week will give you. Kindly please. And because he's a medical director, I know treatment. And Mr. Who is affiliated with kindly to accept for making payment in terms of order dating. So he is extended. Can I submit one another thing? 2 weeks. Yeah, lordship. One another thing. Let him make payment within 2 weeks. He says that his mind is aged man. In octogenarian. Yes. Excuse me.
ହଁ ଖାଲି 5 ମିନିଟ୍
Action has been handled for a particular amount and purchaser has also deposited.
ତ ସମସ୍ତେ ବୁଝିପାରିଲ ତ ଲେକ୍ଚର କେସର ହିୟରିଂ 7 ଜୁଲାଇରେ ହବ ହେଲା ଆଉ କଣ ଡାଉଟ୍ ରହିଲା ଯଦି କିଛି ପଚାର ଏସଏସବି କେସର ହିୟରିଂ 7 ଜୁଲାଇକୁ ସିଫ୍ଟ ହେଇଯାଇଛି ହେଲା
Points out that the auction of the security property having been held on like on 19th June 2026, 19/6/2026, the buyer has already deposited 25% of the auction money.
7 ଜୁଲାଇକୁ ସିଫ୍ଟ ହେଇଯାଇଛି
And with deposit
ଏସଏସବି କେସ୍ 7 ଜୁଲାଇ ଏସଏସବି ଲେକ୍ଚର କେସ୍ 7 ଜୁଲାଇକୁ ସିଫ୍ଟ ହେଇଯାଇଛି 7 ଜୁଲାଇରେ ହିୟରିଂ ହବ ଆଉ କଣ ଡାଉଟ୍ ଅଛି ଜଲ୍ଦି ପଚାର ଏଣ୍ଡ କରିବା ସେସନ ଏଣ୍ଡ କରିବା 7 ଜୁଲାଇକୁ ସିଫ୍ଟ ହେଇଯାଇଛି एसएसपी लेक्चर केस 7 जुलाई को शिफ्ट हो जाएगी
in the absence of extraordinary circumstances, interference of the report is unwarranted. First of the release. Next, in the above circumstances, petition is disposed of either it given to the petitioner to work out his remedy.
कार कोन डाउट रहला ଟିକେ जल्दी पचारतियो सेशन को एंड करबा 7 जुलाई को शिफ्ट हो जाईची एसएसपी लेक्चर केस ହେଲା एंड ठीक ଅଛି ଆଉ କାର ଆଶା କରୁଛି କିଛି ଡାଉଟ୍ ନଥିବ ଭିडियो को ଯଥେଷ୍ଟ ମାତ୍ରାରେ ଲାଇକ୍ କର ଭିडियो को शेयर करो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो एंड 7 जुलाई एसएसबी लेक्चर